with a pen, I'm learning life. My thirst is divine, words inspire with perfect time. Nurtured right, them man there be learning lines, rehearsing life. Trust me, far from certified. Acting while you sleep, I'm working nights. I want all the ups to feel like that Jurgen guy on Merseyside.
Right, we're live, great. Big up everyone, we are back here for another live stream, another video, and yeah, fucking hate this club sometimes. Big up everyone, plenty to get into. We signed Fofana, yay, another centre-back. At least that sorts out the back five and everything. The echo, I see that, that's my bad, I got the echo thing up. But yeah, I had the echo thing up on here. It should all be sorted now. Sorry, guys. Big up. But yeah, where do we start? Southampton, Chelsea. Fucking hell, that was atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. We started well and then petered out as per fucking usual. We can talk about all the individual performances. I mean, the shocking system. Tuchel, because we definitely need to talk about Tuchel. Big up Flawless in the comments as well. I did see you there. There's a lot of comments to get through, but big up yourself, my guy. Big up everyone that's locked in. We got nearly 300 of you guys in here, and we've only been streaming for 2 minutes. That's how you know we're in the fucking mud. Can't be bothered. But yeah, Southampton 2, Chelsea 1. Lavia with his first senior goal for Southampton. Adam Armstrong with his first goal in almost a year. Southampton with their first home win in 8 prior to this game. Fucking 8. At a ground that we love going to, by the way. I said this would be the game that would be good for our attackers' confidence. I tried to be positive. I really did try. They're fucking shit. They are so shit. And we will talk about fucking Jorginho and everything and Loftus-Cheek. We can talk about the attack, the defense, everything. Only players that I think leave that game with their heads held high is Silva. Silva always seems to look good surrounded by shit. Koulibaly I didn't think was that bad. Cucurella. That's it. That really is it. Harrison says, Lewis, please land the slander on Havertz and Mount and send all them stands. Hey, no. Don't say anything about Havertz and Mount. They won Chelsea the Champions League. They are generational players. If you can't see the quality that Mount and Havertz possess, you don't understand ball. You need to get your goggles working, my friend. You need to go to Specsavers. If you can't see the quality that Kai Havertz and Mount possess, I am done with the waffle. I am done with the bullshit. You guys couldn't handle Southampton, and these lot can't even spell defense, let alone fucking defend. Kai Havertz, right? This guy at least did all right for the first 20 minutes, had a nice little fucking flick to Mason Mount, and other than that, went back to road running, as per usual. But then people sit there and say, you're too harsh on him. All this waffle. Shut the fuck up. I'm so fucking tired of fucking Havertz and Mount apologists. They have been shit all season. They have been fucking shit. Even towards the end of last season. And all I hear is excuses. He doesn't get played in his natural position. He doesn't get played in a position that suits him. Where is the same energy for Christian Pulisic? Because half the slander that I saw today went to Pulisic, who got shifted out into right wing back again. Tuchel has his favourites. I don't care. I don't care what people want to say. Don't criticize Tuchel, none of this waffle. Fuck that. Everybody can hold smoke. Everybody can. Tuchel is the one that continues to persist and play with Havertz and Mount up top, and they have stunk out the pitch all season. Meanwhile, Pulisic, who was dog shit yesterday, by the way, let's not even try and sugarcoat his performance. He was poor. But he was at right wing back. He constantly gets pushed into right wing back in a position that doesn't suit him. Why don't you fucking play Mount there? Why don't you play Havertz there? And then maybe if they can ball out in that position, I'd understand the criticism. Everyone just sat here and started saying, "Oh, Pulisic has been chatting all of this shit," but when he comes onto the pitch, he doesn't do anything. Maybe if we didn't hand him scraps all season, maybe if we gave him a run of form, maybe if we allowed him to play himself into form the same way that we try and persist with Mount and Havertz all season, maybe you would get a bit more from him. He has had 96 minutes this season. Mount has had nearly 400. Kai has had over 400. But they get allowed to play into form when they're shit. Pulisic comes on, he gets 20, 30 minutes, does fuck all with it, and you don't see him for another 2 months. There's the difference. And this is where I'm gunning for Tuchel, because you clearly have favourites. What has Mount and Havertz done to justify starting? Mount has only just got his first open play assist. Havertz just fucking ghosts. All I hear is defensive work rate. All I hear is he runs around. He fucking puts it all for the team. His attitude is good. Kai Havertz didn't applaud the fans either, by the way. And half the fan base was gunning Pulisic for not doing it. Agenda merchants, all of you. Because no one gunned at Havertz for not applauding the fans. You need to come and applaud the fans. We've spent hours travelling to watch you pass the ball around in octagons for 90 minutes. But no, when it's Pulisic, he needs to be respectful to the fans. He needs to be respectful to the fans who cuss him out when he barely plays football. It's fucking waffle, man. Absolute. Mount didn't even get the assist. Yeah, fuck off. I don't care. And Poku Doku, I saw what you're saying with Cho. Same vibes for him. Fair enough. He didn't get shit either. Although, to be honest, Pulisic, I think Cho had more minutes at left wing. I think he did. But same way, we see the favourites right there and it's clear to see. And I don't even want to just start with Mount and Havertz. I've gone on a tangent on them for the last 10 minutes. We can talk about the midfield too. Fucking Loftus-Cheek, turnover merchant, the entire first half. Jorginho, I am running out of defence for this guy. I am completely running out of defence for this guy. He is getting bypassed for fun. He is turning over the ball for fun. And I get it. We run him into the ground because everyone else is fucking injury prone as shit. I completely understand it. But it doesn't excuse the fact that individually, he is struggling. He is fucking struggling. And I understand that people saying we need N'Golo Kante next to him. I completely agree with you. My problem with N'Golo is that he cannot stay fit. He cannot stay fit. The same thing with Ruben. The same thing with Kovacic. None of them can stay fit. But he needs to improve because his press resistance is dropping at an alarming rate. He is losing the ball too much and he just gets fucking bypassed. Bypassed for fun. And this is for everyone who says there's a Jorginho agenda, by the way. I'm calling it how I see it with every single player. Every single player. And I'm going to get to Mendy. I'm going from the forward line back up. I will get to Mendy. Don't worry. Let me go through a few of the super chats. I don't want to ignore these. Rigo Park says Mount thinks he's special because English media and supporters gassed him up. No, Mount thinks he's special because he doesn't get dropped, my friend. He does not get dropped. And that is on Tuchel's. That is completely on Tuchel. Kai, no words. I have a word. Dog shit. Absolute dog shit. And I'm tired of people defending him. He's a bum. Jorginho was atrocious too. Defending sus too. Sad for Silva. I completely agree. Silva's just surrounded by crap. Well, no. Cucurella and Koulibaly were good. I would leave them three out of it. The rest, Shit. Lewis, please talk about that shot Havertz had on goal that goalkeeper caught like he was playing catch with his kid. He hit that with 100% of his power, by the way. When has Kai Havertz ever had a shot that even lifts off the ground? He hit that with everything, and the keeper caught it. The keeper didn't even palm it. And this is the guy people want to say I need to be patient with as my number 9. Get Armando Broja in immediately. The guy showed more drive in 15 minutes than Kai Havertz has done since Porto. I do not want to see this shit anymore. I agree. Broja in next week. Marley Guna says, we love your meltdown. Like the video. But yeah, like the video, please. Like the fucking video. And like I said, like Tuchel, we need to have a talk about him because the way he's handled this is a fucking mess. I get we were not going to sort out all of our issues this summer. Anyone could have seen we needed a midfielder. The midfield issue is entirely on him. If we do not bring in a midfielder this season, whatever injury problems, whatever problems we have in midfield are all on Thomas Tuchel's head. They are all on Thomas Tuchel's head. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if someone says, oh, you're joining the Tuchel out bandwagon. I am not joining the Tuchel out bandwagon. I'm calling things how I see it. Tuchel only deeped yesterday that we needed a midfielder. That's on you. He insists on Mount and Havertz starting every fucking week with their shit. Pulisic and tshow barely sniff the pitch while them two do. Like, he's getting out-coached by the likes of Leeds and Southampton. A Southampton team that Conte battered, by the way. But I was told, how dare you think Tottenham are going to be contenders against us for top 4? How dare you think Arsenal might be? We are Chelsea. Our team is good enough to make top 4. No reasons why, but yeah. I can't be fucking bothered with it. There's another super chat in here. Big up Saint. See you in the comment section. Thank you. Again, run me my apologies. Because if he balled out, I would have said that he balled out. I would have praised him where it was deserved. And I still would have got criticised and ripped by half the comment section. Saying, oh, Havertz mudded you. Havertz mudded you. When in reality, all I'm asking for him is to fucking turn up on a pitch for 90 minutes. Run me my fucking apologies. Because everyone stays quiet when I'm correct. Everyone stays quiet. And when I get something wrong, everyone's on my neck. Run me my apologies. Where's the super chat? Where's the super chat? Cameron says, I respect Aspi, but having no James and replacement ruins our team. If we continue to get slapped up by these types of teams, I think Tuchel out. Again, just judge as the season progresses. You can't say Tuchel out too early. You can't say it too early. I'm nowhere near Tuchel out. But I'm Tuchel fix the fuck up. And quick. Because if I see Mount and Havertz, I am not at the game tomorrow. I mean, I'm not at the game on Saturday. I'm going Clash at the Castle. I'm going Cardiff. I'm watching Roman Reigns v Drew McIntyre. And I'm forgetting football exists. Fuck all that. Yusuf, you know, Klasrev messaged me yesterday, by the way, saying he was correct and everything. Don't blame him. Klasrev, if you're watching this, big up yourself. Bro, leave. Leave the stream if you don't like it. I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't care less. There's 2 super chats I'm missing. Where's the super chats? Here we go. Yeah, no, I believe the Tuchel out thing is stupid. I completely agree. Clean sheets for Mendy is like black players under Pep at City. He's just saying keeping them. I'm just going to read that and move on. Zeno says Lewis still protecting Jorginho, saying he's been overplayed. No, that was my criticism that was my protection for last season. This season, Jorginho's been poor. He was good against Leicester. Good against Spurs, even though we fucked up for the first goal, and that was it. Leeds, he was terrible. Saints, he was terrible. Completely agree. There's another super chat. Yeah, guys, if you think my comments are childish or anything, please, fuck off. I ain't got time for it today. Seriously, fuck off out my stream and don't come back. I don't care. Miguel says that this issue goes beyond a few players, and yes, Mount and Kai need to be dropped. We've had a severe mentality issue since Mourinho. What the fuck has happened to us? I completely agree. But it's because no manager's ever been given longevity. This is where we kind of have to see it out with Tuchel. So, like, I'm not saying Tuchel or anything like that, because you getting rid of the manager just gives the players all the power yet again. So you have to stand by the manager through it until he puts it in a position where it's untenable. But right now, I'm still saying there is a lot of fuck-ups from Tuchel's side. A lot. Did we even speak about the defense? Aspi, I don't know what the fuck he was doing for that first goal. Mendy as well. Like I've said for a while, Mendy needs to be dropped, and the room for error as a goalkeeper is at a bare minimum. It is at an absolute minimum. Any errors you make likely lead to goals, and we saw that for the first goal. Like, I completely agree. Aspi set the situation up with his poor clearance. But Mendy got a hand to it. If that was Kepa, I'd be calling him Poppadom wrists. So Mendy has to take the same. He has to take the same criticism. Has to be dropped. Needs to be dropped. Mount needs to be dropped. Havertz needs to be dropped. Mendy needs to be dropped. I said all of this after the Leeds game. And they both played Leicester and they both played Southampton. I am now saying again before the West Ham game, drop the 3. The only reason why I'm not saying drop Jorginho too is because I don't know what pivot we play. Do we play a Kovacic and Ruben pivot? I don't know. We haven't brought a midfielder in. So I don't know what we do on that front. Yeah, I might have to change my YouTube name in a sec. I might have to. It's all mad, bro. It is all fucking mad. In spite of all of this, by the way, Wesley Fofana signed. 6-year contract. At least that means we don't have to worry about putting James and Aspi at right centre-back anymore. Means our back five's sorted. But we still don't know what we're doing up front. We don't know what we're doing up front. And Aubameyang is now looking a bit unlikely because of the home robbery that he had last week. He's got a broken jaw and he's going to be out for five weeks. I don't even want to joke about that sort of shit or nothing. Whatever happens with Aubameyang on his side is whatever happens. But the guy was the victim of a home robbery. If that means he's going to be out for a few weeks, I don't want to hear nobody bitch and moan about it. Like, it's not his fault he got robbed. We're going to have to firm it. If we bring him in, wait till he comes back. I'm a bit worried he might start slowly because there could be a big mental issue coming up because he's literally dealing with a fucking home robbery and he probably doesn't feel safe. Maybe moving to London helps him with that. I don't know. But say nothing on the Aubameyang situation. Zaha, slap 40 million on the table right now. And I say 40 million just so you can force Palace's hand. There's 2 days left of the window. Or, if you don't want Aubameyang now because of this, fucking bring Ronaldo in. Or Tony's probably too late, but drop a bid or something. I don't know. Let's sort out our issues up front. Like, I was happy with the Vardy news until I deeped that we are 2 days left to the end of the window. We haven't brought in a midfielder. We haven't brought in a forward. And we're bringing in another attacker, but another defender for 90 million to come in next season. Like, I like that. It just confirms to me Silva's leaving at the end of the season, and I knew that was happening anyway. But seriously, are we this obsessed with centre-backs? Get me a forward! Fucking hell! Get me a midfielder! Why are we still looking at centre-backs? Probably going to bring in Skriniar tomorrow. It makes no sense. Oh, Daniel gifted some memberships. Big up yourself, my guy. I didn't even see that. Love my bro. Appreciate that. Super chats. There's 2 more super chats. Have you heard about the Neymar ain't coming to Chelsea, bro? Neymar ain't coming to Chelsea. Where are these super chats? Sorry, I go off on a tangent after we lose. I just start raging. Ruben injured, Kante injured, Kovacic just coming back. We are going to re-injure Kovacic again, by the way. He didn't look fit against Leicester. He didn't look fit yesterday. We will force him into another injury. Just watch. Gallagher can't play the pivot. Jorginho's mistake prone. Gilmore isn't wanted. Clear midfield crisis, but Tuchel didn't realise that till yesterday. So that's on his ass. We got nearly 1,000 of you guys in here, by the way. Continue to run the likes up. Please don't tell me we're still on 100 or something. Guys, we're not even on 200. I'm complaining about our conversion rate and you man are doing this to me. Please, please. I am literally here pouring my heart out on a stream. That's not enough to hit the like button. I don't know what is. Please. Where's the second super chat? Here we go. 7-year contract. Great. Great. That looks like it's going to be the norm for Chelsea, which is cool and everything. But yeah. Artem says it was the 8th minute of the game. They zoomed in on an Aspi throw-in, and he was breathing like he was about to pass out. Fucking hell. We gave him a pay rise, by the way. Yeah. Might not have been the best move for us, because I think, did we give him a 3-year deal or was it a 2-year deal? Please tell me it wasn't a 3-year deal. Like, I know I advocated for it for the dressing room and everything, but we might have taken a bit of an L on that front. Please tell me it's not a 3-year deal. Alex, I'll send the link in a little sec, man. I'll send it in a sec. Big boy, would you get Declan Rice? Declan Rice doesn't solve all of our issues, though. If anything, he's more of a box-to-box and a DM. Which is what I keep saying. If Rice was half the price, I'd be down for it. He will not go for the price tag West Ham want him for. And it's stupid for us to pay that amount. He'd give us, I don't know, some presents, I guess. Would be good defensively. Like, I'd be down for it, but I don't think he'd be worth the money that it would cost to bring him into the bridge. Big up TS Footy as well with the super chat. I appreciate that, my friend. Biggest waste of 72 million. Bruv, don't get me started. You know, Lampard didn't even want him, by the way. And we got people trying to sugarcoat him and say that he's being played out of position and all of this waffle. I don't hear it for Pulisic, though. I don't hear it at all. Play Kai at wing back. He's got good work rate. He runs around a lot. It's what you all waffle about him being good for. Let him play there. He does fuck all in the front three. It's fucking bullshit, man. 7 points out of 15. 7 out of 15. Not even half. Not even half. You don't even expect that from a mid-table side. And it could have been 4-1, by the way, if it weren't for Cucurella and it weren't for, what's his name? Thiago Silva. Both of them had big goal line clearances. We got a few more super chats. Beautiful. Saint says Tommy T don't want to buy forwards because then he has nowhere to hide. I think it's just because we can't get a creator. But he said he'll die by the Aubameyang sword, so bring him in. He'll be better than fucking dry Havertz. That'll be for one. Yeah, Brosia's getting the piss taken out of him. He's seeing Havertz just run around and do the square root of fuck all for 90 minutes. Meanwhile, Brosia comes on, actually shows intent, actually shows some aggression on the ball. Havertz got bullied by the fucking Southampton backline. Brosia came on and actually started driving at players. But they want to back this fairy up front who couldn't win a 50-50 to save his life. The guy would lose a fucking arm wrestling match to Air and you lot want him to play up front and you talk to me about his fucking hold-up play and bullshit like that. He's fucking shit. He doesn't offer anything. He can't create. He can't finish. He can't hold up the play. He can't make a pass above 5 yards. He can't take on a man and beat him. What the fuck can he do other than run around? Or you not just sit here and just waffle about him. UCL final time. I wish Werner scored that goal in the final. Because at least we all knew Werner was shit. He knew he was shit. And he fucked off back to Leipzig afterwards. The only position that Havertz should be playing is the fucking airplane seat next to Tshow on the way to Leverkusen. That's the only position that he would fucking thrive in. Daniel says, people said Aspi over Chalobah. Lord have mercy. I told people about that fraud Havertz for over a year. 3 years as a false nine, as a false footballer, bruv. Not even a false nine. Lonwabo says, big up Lewis. Third time asking, we're not entering the banter era. It's not like that. We have good enough owners. The boss is good enough as well, even though like he's having some stinkers right now. Change the personnel. You can't fully say Tuchel out until he gets given a squad full of players that he asks for. Because then when it doesn't work, you got what you asked. It's as simple as that. Right, is there anything else? Oh, we got a new member as well. Where is he? Where is he? Where is this membership? Boy, okay, Vic. Central playmaker is needed badly, man. Yep, same as a creator, same as a forward, same as a box-to-box midfielder too. One that could stay fit, preferably, because all of our eights can't. Werner hat-trick already. I'm not even saying nothing about that. Didn't he play some like team from the 2nd or 3rd division? Although, I'll be real, I looked at half of his finishes in that game. I was like, he wouldn't do that in a Chelsea shirt. He'd like take 3 touches or something. Or his touch would send out for a throw-in. So it's like, I'm seeing it and I'm thinking, are we really the problem? Or is the Bundesliga just that fucking fugazi? I don't know. All I know is we got 1,000 you lot locked in here. We better be on 300 likes. Nope, we're not. Guys, continue to run the lights up, please. Yeah, flawless, bruv. You already know, like, when we lose, I'm on vent mode for, like, the next 24 hours. I'm not here for it. Not here for it at all. Artem says if he starts the same front three next game, I'm going to lose it. Do what he wants. I won't be there. I'm going to be in Cardiff. You think I'm missing the first WWE pay-per-view in the UK in like 20, 30 years to watch Havertz and Mount stink up my weekend again? God forbid. Steve said, I was one of the guys who travelled down to watch at BS, mate. Also, the Chelsea fans were rocking. So the team was fucking disappointing after seeing us one of the loudest away games. We usually have a good atmosphere at St. Mary's. And the fans were really good in the first 30 minutes. It's just, after we concede, all the confidence drains out of this squad and out of the fans. We haven't seen Chelsea come back from a goal down since, I think, Leeds in December. So I don't see any reason why we would have any belief in them anyway. Was it a first half hat-trick? Oh, fuck it hell. Oh my gosh. Right, another super chat. Aronson said, Peter says Aronson is a great creator. Get his younger brother. I barely even know anything about the Leeds Aronson, let alone him. Royal Blue, big up yourself for the membership, my guy. Much appreciated. Was there another super chat? I feel like I missed one. Oh no. Yeah, here we go. We need a creative midfielder. Not Jorginho or Gallagher. Only player that we have who is creative right now is Reece James. Mount and Havertz. Oh my gosh, useless. Don't play him. Someone tell that to Tommy Tuchel, bro. Because he ain't doing it. He ain't doing it. And yeah, I don't know what's happening with our attacking options. Do we bring Zaha? Do we bring Aubameyang? Do we bring any of them in? I don't know. All I know is long season if we don't bring anybody in. We should be throwing everything at Palace for Zaha because I think for 40 million he goes. Aubameyang, even with like the broken jaw, I'd still bring him to Chelsea. I don't care. Him with a broken jaw is probably still better than Kai up top. Who else? Even Ronaldo. Like, fuck it. Like, you really looking at this shit and tell me it wouldn't be better with Ronaldo in the middle other than fucking dry Havertz? Goyam says, you told me my idol would stat pad against Southampton, but he ghosted. This motherfucker is celebrating Halloween early. Yeah, that was it for me. I was like, if you can't turn up for Saints at home, I run out of ideas. And here I am, out of ideas. I give up. I don't know what we do. Just bench him. Bench him. Because I'm tired. I am fucking tired. Peter says Paxton Aronson, look him up. He's supposedly better. I'll have a look, bro. I'll have a look. Yeah, Tony. I'd love Tony, but I don't think it's happening. Although I wouldn't mind us having some bollocks and trying. Yeah, fuck it. Right, we're at that point. Let's invite Chaos and send the link out to the rest of the panel. Everyone's gonna get gunned down, but we move. Cool. Where is everyone? Let's send the link out. There's 1,000 you guys in here, by the way. So everyone, please just press that like button while I'm doing this. Who else am I sending it to? Keep forgetting the guys from Instagram. Fuck's sake. Cool. And yeah, that is everybody. Calm. Fucking calm. Right, who's in here? Let's see. Alex, Jespers, Andrew. Well, when he goes in, there we go. What are you saying? What's everyone saying? Oh, man brought the shotty out. Fair enough.
I'd like my apologies now, please. I need to see some apologies in the chat because I did dustily inform you about these players for years now. And first of all, I do have an apology to make myself. I'd like to apologize to EA Sports for complaining about the near post glitch in FIFA 22 and all the other FIFAs, because it's a real thing. I mean, Mendy has proven that it's actually a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude is a front post glitch, and it is what it is. But I over the last year, when I've been talking about Mendy's flaws, I've been called everything from stupid to a racist. Well, who the hell is right? Definitely not the people calling me names. This dude is not good enough to play for Chelsea Football Club. Enough is enough. There's a reason he was out of football. And we're seeing it now. He's positionally crap. He gets beat at his front post. He can't play with his feet. And he is slow athletically. He's just slow. So you say what you want, but I was right. And, everybody else was wrong. I also, the graphic I sent you, will you put that up, please?
Oh, yeah. No, Alex wanted that one as well. I'll bring that up. Alex, just in case we get bagged, pull the gun down, please. Pull the gun down.
Oh, it's not a gun. It's an air rifle for the people.
They don't know. But YouTube doesn't know any different.
I don't know. For YouTube's sake, we shoot up half the squad. Cool. But yeah, you wanted the thing up.
It's not, but for the people that YouTube, it's air rifle. For the people of YouTube,
because usually your laptop's moving like Mountain Havertz.
Exactly. Everyone on YouTube is so logical, Alex.
There we go.
So sensible, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what that is.
Put that bad boy up there so we can go over some certain things we need.
Not that bad boy. That bad boy. That's the bad boy.
Oh, that graph validates me so much.
By the way, that thing I think was removed. That place removed. It was being removed by a couple of websites on purpose.
What, this graph?
Yeah, I couldn't. I tried to find originated from the same thing, and I think it was what's the name? A couple of websites tried to remove it, but we'll move. I just need the piece, and let's talk about it. I don't want to interrupt anybody. I just to keep talking, finish your conversation. I'll go after.
Okay.
Big up Randall as well for joining the membership. Appreciate that. Go on, Jesters.
The first thing you want to see here is what I've been saying. Mountain Havertz take up the same space. Literally look like they're on a date.
Yep.
Same space, and for the second goal, because of that, Mount lost the ball
And
and
jump
led
back.
to
Jump
led
back
to
as
led to the second goal, the winning goal.
well.
The next thing I want you to notice here: how many people are surrounding Jorginho?
Nobody.
Silva, Koulibaly,
Centre backs.
Ziyech is a
back line.
bit tight.
No,
chin
no,
as
no.
well.
I actually sent you the picture of this exact moment that you're talking about, Lewis. It's in your DM. You can look at the
Yeah.
players around him
I can
right
bring
after
that
he
up as
lost
well.
it. Right after he lost it. That's the you see it. What the fuck, man? You see, right after he lost it, that's
Just
the
Ruben.
that's the position.
Ruben and the guy behind him. Who is that?
That's
Well,
Mount.
that's
Mount
Mount,
lost the
yeah.
ball. Jorginho was. Go ahead, Jester. I don't want to interrupt.
Well, I'm not going to stay very long, but that graphic, not just the picture, but the graphic up before shows you what was wrong with us yesterday. Because when you bunch players up, you don't create any space, and it's easy to defend. Or it was easy to defend us because you had 4 people clustered together and 2 people sitting over on the side, talking about what they're going to do that evening. I don't know, with each other or what. I have no clue. But there's no
Okay.
way for 2 men to be that close on a football
All right.
pitch. It's just, I'm sorry. That is terrible. So it's easy to defend because you only have 2 areas of the pitch you have to send players to.
Can I ask you a question, Justin?
Sure.
Which players are you talking about that you close?
Well, you've got Koulibaly, you've got Thiago Silva, you've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and, and not very far away, you've got Cesar Azpilicueta and Hakim Ziyech from Jorginho. I mean, you can literally defend that whole position with 3 players just standing there waiting because there's no passing. There's no passing windows. There's no lanes to pass the ball into.
I can see what's below Roman Loftus-Cheek because is there players there? Okay.
No. I'm talking not the play, but I'm talking about the graphic that shows their average position.
Okay.
Ziyech is there as well.
Yeah,
But-
Ziyech covered 50. Yeah, go ahead.
But this just goes down to what I'm saying. Jorginho has to have people around him to get the ball away from him, because if he stays on the ball too long, he's going to get pressed and lose the ball. So you have to surround him with players so he can have a simple pass to make. The second part of Jorginho is he's had 1 game this season where he's had 90% pass rating. He's completed 90% passes. Anybody want to venture a guess of what game that was?
Tottenham,
No.
Everton.
No.
No, it was Leeds.
It was Leicester.
Oh, Leicester. Okay.
He had a
Yeah,
90% pass rating, pass accuracy rating in that game. If he doesn't have a 90% pass accuracy, he's as worthless as tits on a boar hog. He doesn't need to be on the pitch if he can't complete 90% of his passing, because that means he's not keeping the flow or the rhythm of the offense of the team. He's just a liability at that point because he cannot play defense. So I've told you for years on this dude, he is not what you think he is. And everybody's like, oh, well, the team won the Champions League with Jorginho in it, and he plays the back 4 with Italy. That's international football now, isn't it? It's not Premier League. We play a back 5 or back 3 because of Jorginho and because Thiago Silva's 38 years old and can't play in a back 4 all year.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I don't want to hear. Yeah, go.
So quit asking us to go to a back 4 without the personnel to go to a back 4. Quit with this Mount and Havertz and Jorginho love. Something's got to change, or we're going to be sitting down here being the new Arsenal.
I agree. My most annoying thing with this Jorginho thing is our only depth for him is going to go to Brighton permanently. So it's
that is 100% on Tuchel.
Yeah, that's on him too. Everything that happens with the midfield is on Tuchel's head.
All right, guys. Just so you finish.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Alex,
Okay.
did you want to go?
No.
I know, because if you are, I'm just going to read the super chat, and then I'll
read
let you go on.
read the super chat.
Felipe Barbosa says, going back to the end of last season and the way we started this one, if Roman was still the owner, do you guys think Tuchel would be in the hot seat? Tuchel wouldn't have been at a risk.
Yes,
of
he
being
would.
sacked at this point.
He would,
At
and I
this
think
point,
he
Yes,
would.
he would.
Jose lasted until...
If this is the current situation will not be fixed by December, when the top 4 in jeopardy, he will be bye-bye.
Yes. Right now, no. December,
No,
I can understand that. We're still in the same situation.
Do you know
right
what-
now, no.
Do you know what I would?
Go on, Alex.
Okay.
I actually want to do this stream properly, so we will go to the bases. No screaming, please. We gotta divide that whole freaking thing. We gotta put the defense with what's his name, with African De Gea. We gotta separate midfield, and we gotta separate front three. So I give you a choice. Which one do you want to start first? Because we're gonna go for all of them. Let's do it logically. Do not interrupt. Logically, let's go for all of them. Because
let's just go straight.
one
to the hot
day
seat.
left it in transfer window. We have to do it. So decide now.
Let's go straight into the hot seat midfield. Fuck it. Let's go right into it.
I actually.
Do you want to start somewhere? You can. This is like your time.
Yeah.
Bro. You can start where you want to.
I want to start with the defense because it's the shortest one. I think it's everybody can agree on that. Mendy and the defense. I know everybody's saying Azpilicueta, and everybody keeps blaming Azpilicueta for specific situation where he headed the ball out. I would have done the same thing if I don't know who's behind me. And I would have done the same thing if I know the recent situation that our goalkeeper was in. Do you understand the situation? For me, I am a defender and I'm facing the ball and I don't know who's behind me, and I know that Mendy struggled lately. I will not want to put him under pressure. Does that make sense? That's why I will kick the ball out in the corner. That's the proper defending. I don't care. You reset and you reset as a corner. That's the number one thing. Azpilicueta, as old as he is, when we wanted Chelsea to be restructured this summer, he was my last person to get kicked out of this team. I don't care. First of all, it's 1+1 contract. Out of all of them, out of Alonso's, Barkley's, Azpilicueta is the least of my problem. So if you're saying that, Azpilicueta and all that, it wasn't on him. He did what he has to do. He's old. I agree. He doesn't run well. I agree. He shouldn't be starting. I agree. But that's not the problem. That's not the problem. Let's go to how we considered the goal. My point is, it's a corner, right? If I had the picture, it's on my phone. The picture when we kicked the ball, when they kicked the ball in the goal. The first clearance was fine. If you look at the first person who actually had the chance, or if somebody had to pull it out, to go and close the gap on the guy who's about to shoot, and you will see what the player's name is and who he is. We'll deal with it forward, because that block, I'm not saying he should have been, but you should have done it. It's everything you can to make that space shorter for him. You should have made the guy worry about taking the shot. Okay, you missed the block. It's a shot. Then we go to Mendy. People are actually saying that Mendy couldn't see the ball because what's his name? Because Koulibaly was trying to block the shot. If you look at it, he put the hands behind him. He made himself as big as he can to try to block the shot. This is what the proper defenders do. What he did is the right thing. Is that his fault that Mendy was out of position to see the ball? No, it's not Koulibaly's thing. It's Mendy's thing. And you got beat in the second time on the near post. If you think that he did not see the ball, he actually put the hand on it. He put the hand on it. I don't care how bad is, what's his name, Kepa is, but based on what we saw for a couple of games now, it needs to be a statement. You need to think about the stuff that you did.
Oh my days.
So my thing is, Mendy needs to be dropped. I'm not saying he's been dropped for good. he needs to be dropped for the reason that he been making the mistakes that should be saved by him. We'll deal with the Kepa if he does the same mistakes. But for the point proven, you need to make a mistake. You need to make a statement. That's number one from the defense. That's the only thing that I actually wanted to talk about the defense, because I don't see nothing else is the defense that done it wrong. Another thing.
No. Let's stop right there.
No. I'm not finished. Let me.
I want to counter. No, because it's important.
I'm not
so
finished
forget.
my point.
No, because you said that was it for the defense. Nothing.
No.
The defense are culpable in the second goal as well. They're culpable.
I know, but that's not what I'm talking about.
No, but I just want to make it clear. They're as much as Mount and Jorginho are. They're culpable in it. For some reason, Thiago and Koulibaly had the same idea to try and go near to the goal line, and then everyone knew he was going to cut it back. Azpilicueta is busy bird watching. The guy had enough time to control the ball, set his shot, and then Aspi tries a last-minute block where he's going nowhere near.
I completely
He's a
disagree.
right back. He's not a centre back.
What did you say?
I completely disagree. It's
How
not.
do you disagree? It's actually,
let's not argue.
On camera, do a scope. I don't know how you can disagree. It's on camera. It was on
No. What I'm talking
look,
about.
Andrew. Let Andrew finish. Let's not make a bazaar. Let's not make a bazaar.
The defense, it's a whole team culpable
Yes.
in that second goal. But I don't know why Thiago and Koulibaly went to the goal.
They are too short. They are too short beside each other. They are too short beside. Let's not get. My point of the situation about specifically people blaming Azpilicueta for conceding a corner, because they started to blame Azpilicueta for making a corner that considers a goal.
It's Mendy's fault. He doesn't trust Mendy.
Let me finish my point about this situation. If you the person that actually blame Azpilicueta, let's be logical, that we consider the goal, because there's a lot of them on Twitter. My point is, when the Reece James considered the free kick, that we consider the goal, is that on Reece James, or it's on the players that got broke beside the goal and we got scored on? My point is, every time we get a free kick outside the box and we get scored on, be 100% true to yourself and blame everybody. Because if you blame Azpilicueta, you must well blame Reece James. You must well blame Chewell before, because they all done it. But that's not what it is. He actually didn't. I can understand. What the reason I was mad is because I cannot understand you blaming the guy for actually doing the proper defending skill. You don't know who's behind you. You kick it out. The reason why he kicked it out is, first of all, because Mendy didn't tell him. Because if Mendy would have shouted, "You have time," he would have done it. But Mendy is quiet. I'm done let's talk about only on those specific. The second goal, let's not bring defense because it's a team thing. We'll bring it then. But for now, please keep it to defense for those defensive things that I'm talking about.
So you only want to talk about the centre backs.
Terrible passing as well.
No.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. We have a big problem that we've addressed, and we know we've got a problem. But Mendy is a big problem, and I think bigger than people think, because it looks like as well it could be one of these things like Fernandes with Ronaldo, where he idolizes Koulibaly, and playing with him, he just can't handle playing with Koulibaly. Maybe
you're just making shit
that's
up. He's been on the decline for a year now. That's bullshit. I can't lie. Let's speak some sense. No, let's speak some sense.
That is sense.
Let's speak some sense. The thing
so why are you talking? And
let's not you quiet.
Hey,
if you want to talk, let's talk one by one.
Take care, Justin.
The thing that I
just
want to
left
talk
before
about,
the
and it was when Winsever was like, the two centre backs are going towards the goal, because I'm like, yeah, well, that's their job, and they know a shot's coming. The person that's meant to run out to the man with the ball should be the midfielder that's also dropping back. And you can see for the second goal, as soon as Jorginho gets beat, as soon as he gets,
we're not talking about that situation.
No, I'm talking about the situation because I don't know.
Why is no one talking about Mount for the first goal?
Hold on, just please. I just want to, because we're focusing on the defense first. Once Jorginho gets skipped past, he is useless. It is like he is shot dead on the pitch. That's my issue, and even for and I think that's where the energy should be focused at.
Why is no one saying the obvious that Mount never ran out and closed down the ball for the first goal?
That was my point. That was my point, Cicada.
Because they are all culpable.
That was
that's a bit unfair. That's a bit unfair on Mount.
No, actually,
No way.
I'm gonna defend Cicada in this situation because I was the one that mentioned it when the ball went cleared after the corner. The guy before he was taking a shot, there's a specific midfielder that has a hesitation before he went, and it was too late to close the gap, and it was Mount. If you look at that specific piece of play, look at who was the closest one. I'm not saying it's Mount should have done miracles. It's not it. I'm saying if you're talking about the situation, how we conceded, that's a thing that you're supposed to do. You the closest one, you close the gap. For some reason, he had time to look and then change, and it was too late. And Mendy got beat on a near post. I'm not saying to take to take the blame off Mendy. It's 100% Mendy's fault.
Yeah, he got a full hand to it. He got a whole hand to it.
No, Alex, I want to say this. So when you say that it was up to Mason to go in and press the man, are you not seeing that there's an issue with the structure where none of the midfielders know where to go when it comes to defending in this formation?
That was simple. You don't have to have a structure to close down the ball.
I'm asking.
What are you talking about?
Hold on, because surely you would think a player with some sense would know to press the ball unless he doesn't know what
he wouldn't have been told not to press the ball on the edge of the box from a corner.
No, hold on. Just relax. Just hear me out. In this because this is not the standard formation we play. Do you not think that this guy is being misdirected to know to what he's meant to, or at least he doesn't know if he's the player?
He actually in the right spot in the regional because we're playing the zonal defense. Mount is in the right spot. The ball was cleared. The set piece defense already done the job. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I get that.
So if the ball is cleared after danger area from the cross, the next thing is it's for everybody to track the ball and close the gap.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what you're saying. What training thing he needs to be do? It's a freaking common sense.
I mean, I
rewatch the goal. Just go and rewatch the goal. Look how slow he was. It's simple.
No. I saw it. The defense cleared the ball from the corner, and then it was rushing. And what's it called? When you say everybody should rush forward, I don't agree with that. I think it should be the second line of defense, i.e., the midfielders that rush out. I don't think the centre back should now rush out and push a high line and leave space in behind. So I think it's the midfielders. So I don't. So when I'm talking about Mount, I believe there's a greater issue at hand here where players don't know what they're meant to do when it comes to defending set pieces in that specific scenario. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, that goes to Anthony Barry then.
And that's what I want. That's what I wanted to get to.
Anthony Barry, who was praised last year. What's happened this year?
I mean, I don't know if I'm misremembering things, but I saw things where like apparently he was meant to leave, or that what's his name, Lampard wanted to take him off our hands or something along those lines. And ever since I heard those rumors, my man's been a myth in the back. So and somebody in the chat was like, oh, just blame Tuchel. Tuchel is culpable here because like when you want to shift formations, the principles need to cross. Because no matter which way you want to spin it, when you go from a back four to a back three. When you go from back three to back four, you are sacrificing defensive solidity, and some of those things need to be when you want you can't just switch willy nilly and expect it to be a smooth transition.
Bro,
there are some things that need to be said. It shouldn't be that way, but it is that way.
Okay,
hold
on. In terms of the formation, wait, one thing. In terms of the formation, whether we're playing 5 at the back, whether we're playing 4 at the back, whether we're playing 3 at the back. There's an in-game formation, and then there's a set-piece formation. Those two are not exactly the same thing. They scored their first goal through a set-piece. Yeah, whether we played 4 at the back or 3 at the back or 21 at the back, it doesn't matter. Yeah,
I think you misunderstood me. I probably worded it wrong. What I'm just saying is, I think hold on. Whether we play a 3 or a 4, we have a fundamental issue with the midfielders don't go out to the man at the edge of the box. Let me just put it that way, plain and simple.
And that was Mount.
So
that was Mount. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, no, see, that's what I'm saying.
So don't defend him.
I'm not
There's no defending
Mount.
it.
I'm not defending
It was
Mount. I'm
nothing
not
to do with tactics. It was nothing to do with the manager. It was the fact that he never ran out quick enough. Because you saw he ran out slow. Then he panicked.
What about
It was too
Koulibaly?
late.
No, but mine.
What about
No, on that
Koulibaly?
goal, that was Mount. On that goal, that was Mount and Mendy.
Okay, good.
No, but Mount made himself big. Mount made himself big.
No,
Koulibaly
he
was
came out
making
too
himself
slow
smaller.
though. He came out too slow. If you look,
No, but here's the thing.
it was too late.
Here's the thing. Yes, for this goal, it's Mount's problem. It's Mount's issue. But we can play. Who are we playing next?
So why
Hold
are we
on.
talking about something different?
No,
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So that's it.
Hold on.
Mount's
That's it.
rubbish.
End of.
Move on.
All I'm
Mount's
saying,
rubbish.
Yeah, move on.
Next
Thank
game
you.
it could be someone else, and I'm seeing a fundamental issue here that nobody's talking about. That's all I'm saying. There's a fundamental issue here that's not been talking about.
I've got a fundamental issue right from the start. His team selection. How are you picking Hakim Ziyech from the start when
Who
24
would
hours
you
before-
rather?
Let me finish.
Let him finish.
Let me finish. How are you picking Hakim Ziyech from the start when 24 hours before and all that week before he is set to go to Ajax? Okay? You haven't played him, you don't want him, and you put him straight into a starting lineup when you've got a guy like Broha there ready to play. What does that say to someone like Broha? That this guy is willing to put in Hakim Ziyech, who he doesn't want and doesn't want to stay there. And he puts him in from the start. Hakim Ziyech does that wonderful, all Hakim Ziyech lovers does that wonderful pass in the first half to Havertz. That's it.
pass.
That's it.
That wasn't it. That wasn't it. He was one of our better players in that first 25 minutes. He was.
He was shit, man.
What?
That's the problem.
In the first 20 minutes, when we were on top, and then for the rest of the match we were all shit. But for the rest of the match we were all shit. So the fact is, I'm just saying, let's not say he was the shittest. He was one of the better players in that first bit.
15 minutes too. Let's praise that.
But first of all, you're picking him for no reason whatsoever. I wanted someone to ask him that, why are you picking Hakim Ziyech when he hasn't been in your plans all season and he left after the Leeds game to try and get a transfer to Ajax? Why are you picking him?
Do you think it's panicking?
I can understand. No, with Ziyech, I can understand it.
I
to an
can't
extent.
understand it. There's
I have no clue.
Hang on.
No, do you know why? Because
Maybe there's no transfer there over there.
Yeah, no, Ajax is
Maybe it's
called
no transfer.
Let's let Andrew finish, guys.
There's no logical reason in my mind why you're picking Hakim Ziyech after what's happened over the past week with him. No logical reason whatsoever. And no one's asked him that as well. And because no one's got the balls to ask him actually that. Second of all, substitutions made no sense whatsoever. You're taking Cucurella off at left wing back, who's probably one of the creative ones. Bringing Chilwell on who didn't do anything. You're keeping Hakim Ziyech and Mount on, who did fuck all in that second half. You're keeping them on. You didn't even use your fifth sub. Could have brought on maybe Chukwuemeka, could have brought on maybe Billy Gilmore, something like that. You bring Broha on, who Broha did the best attacking thing when he crossed in the ball that he should be on the end of. That's what I get. And people go, we're not feeding the front three. We got into their box multiple times last night. Multiple times we got into their box, and it was weak, timid passing that didn't connect. It was either cutting it back, or it was overcrossing, or just losing the ball. Because when they
put
get
the
to
picture
box,
I send you now to add his point.
Yeah.
Keep talking, Andrew. I just put the picture there I sent you.
Box, it's like they have, and this includes Sterling as well. I'm not taking Sterling out. The second half, crap as well. But what I don't understand is they said it before. I think Lewis said it before. Tuchel has got a fantastic opportunity here, like no other Chelsea manager has had.
Here's Andrew.
Yeah.
Here, Andrew.
Yeah, look at that. In the past 20 years, he has got this Bowley and his group are willing to do anything for Tuchel and buy any player. And for you to come out after previous games thinking that midfield is all good and then sticking with Mount and Havertz favouritism and doing all this, it just boggles my mind. He is going to lose this job the way he's going on right now.
And he would deserve it. He would deserve it.
Let's move into the midfield now. Andrew, good point.
He would deserve to lose the job because of his stubbornness and favouritism.
But we've got a lot. You're forgetting we've got a lot of issues, injuries. We've got
One second.
Tuchel's one of them at the moment.
Before we do the midfield, just gotta read the super chats. Ollie says 1 or 2 goals can be enough if the back 5 is solid like the back 4. Yes, I get, but that is also not sustainable over a long period of time. Like, we need to be able to have consistent goal scorers. Frosted Smith says changing formation won't help in this situation. It's the players who are not up to the level. It's also the manager who keeps picking the same players who continue to let us down, and he is making our midfield worse. If Billy Gilmore goes to Brighton permanently, whatever
and there's no replacement. And there's no replacement.
That is all on Tuchel. All on Tuchel.
All on Tuchel.
Ray S says Todd Boehly will replace Tuchel with Pep. He won't, but
shut up, Ray.
He tried.
I mean, if he did,
I think he wants Zidane. I think Zidane. When Tuchel goes, he'll get Zidane.
One more super chat, guys. One more super chat. Mr. Paulito's ways. Oh, we got 2 super chats. Mr. Paulito's way says Mendy was bad on Silva's goal line clearance too. He didn't move at all. How is it possible he stared at the ball going past his hand? He's lost right now. The guy is just lost of all confidence. Like I said,
rubbish.
Disagree.
Had to be dropped at Leeds. Still been played for the next 2 games. I'm saying now has to be dropped. Artem says my favorite part of yesterday's game was his post-game comments. I don't know why our midfielders keep getting injured. That is fucking stupid, by the way. You have managed Kovacic and Kante for 18 fucking months, and you're
exactly
their injury problem.
Who's microphone is crackling, man?
Come on.
Ruben, we all knew about. Gilmore, you think he's N'Golo? That's on your head.
Now Ruben's injured.
Look. There's a super chat that asks something that bothers me. About what's his name? About Koulibaly, why Koulibaly did not close the gap. First of all, as a defender, as a unit, when the first ball goes in and somebody clears the ball out, you didn't supposed to be only Mount that chases the ball. You're supposed to move as a unit out. You didn't supposed to drop deep. The reason why they dropped deep is because they realized that nobody is coming to block that shot. So their defense tried to actually did the wrong thing and stay deep and make sure that they close the gaps from shot, thinking somebody will block it. That's the reason why they didn't push it. But the freaking proper defense will be, they clear the ball, everybody's out. Everybody. That's the rule of the defense. Nobody did. They tried to, because nobody did, and I need to put the fact in it. Because nobody closed the gap, the defense did what they did, see if they can block it shot.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying? And the moment what it is, if you look at the actual shot and where the most of defense is located, is actually on the left side because the corner came from that side and everybody's on that side. So the only thing Mendy had to do is actually make sure that the new post is covered, because most of our defense is still on the side that where the ball comes in. And there was a lot of players there. The guy literally took a shot where the empty spot is. And he got beat by one place that the shot can go. It's it. I'm done with this because it's making me mad, and we got to go to the midfield after that.
Yeah.
Please, we got to move to the midfield.
Yeah, on the whole...
Do a scope, bro. Your mic is moving mad.
What? Still?
Yeah, on the attack.
Crackling. I don't know if you're moving
on
it
that.
Wait, Alex, hang on, Alex.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, no,
hold on.
Wait, I want to sound the defense. He was going to attack.
Wait, bro, but come on.
Let him talk. Go on.
On the attack. Okay. With regards to Ziyech and whether he should have been playing.
I thought in the midfield.
Yeah, we should be talking on midfield.
You get the gist, man. On the midfield attack, Ziyech was there. The only reason why I can think of is to stretch out the Southampton defense, who are quite narrow. They're quite narrow. Stretch it out, and I get runners in behind with Sterling and Havertz and whomever. Okay, that's the only reason as to why I think Ziyech will play.
Okay.
But with regards to the midfield, the actual midfield, I think, and you saw from the picture, a lot of them are all scattered around in the area, because I think there is a lack of a number 9, and there is a lack of a focus of somebody in the box occupying those two centre backs to then create space for the midfielders behind them. It's a bit like if there's no number 9, the defenders are just sitting there watching all of the other midfielders in front of them, and it's easier for them to intercept. And I think that if we actually get an actual striker, the domino effect on the midfield will be extremely well. Then it would be the other way around. If you get a midfielder, I don't think we'll score more goals than if we wanted to get an attacker. If that makes sense in terms of the
We need to stop conceding goals to actually think about the scoring the goals. I'm fucking tired about this shit. We conceding the goals. We're not scoring. I don't care about the scoring at this point.
All right, let's talk about the first goal. Something you guys are forgetting is.
Did I yell too loud, Andrew? My
the
bad.
corner. Can you guys hear me, right?
Yes.
You're on mute.
Okay.
You're on mute, Andrew.
Got itchy eyes, so now I've got itchy allergies. So.
Somehow, Alex, when you shouted, it was your volume just decided to go quieter. I don't know why.
It's
weird.
automatic. It's automatic thing.
Okay.
Okay. Let me make my point. So the corner, I was baffled. Like they had two players at the edge of the box. Nobody marked them. The guy that scored the goal, he wasn't marked. That was number one basic we missed. We are so bad at short pieces.
Are you supposed to mark the players outside the box?
At least somebody should be there in front of them. At least you should not let them.
Are you fucking mad?
Are you fucking mad too? You should mark them. Yes, you should mark everybody.
Okay, that's an L. That's an L.
Have you ever kicked a ball?
No.
Let's talk about the midfield.
I only watched it. I never kicked it.
You don't mark them, but you keep your eye on them.
You keep an eye on it. You don't mark him.
It's the job of the midfielder to go out to them once the ball goes there.
If somebody is at the edge of the box, somebody should be in front of him.
Yeah, you never played football before.
Yeah,
you're supposed to keep the player beside the goalkeeper, the other goalkeeper.
This is an L.
Hold on, let me explain it to you.
Go on, take the picture of the goal. The guy was at the edge of the box.
Yes, we know that. Let me explain it to you. Let me explain it to you.
At least 2 or 3 yards in front of him.
Do you understand that the ball didn't win straight to him, right?
No, the immediate threat is the corner. We defended that. The secondary threat is the man at the edge of the box. So you're meant to go out to him. You can't play to defend the secondary threat.
Okay, I get. Okay, correct. You're correct. You should go out to him. But there's nobody close to him. Unfortunately, he has a free shot.
For me, it's the job of Mason Mount and Jorginho to go out to him.
Okay, so you rather have.
Thank you, Guy, and Ziyech was not responsible.
Okay, so nobody's responsible. We about to
no, you're not listening.
Nobody's responsible, right?
Ziyech was shit.
No, you're not listening. It was Mason
Ziyech
Mount.
was one of our better players.
It was Mason Mount and Jorginho who were meant to go out to him for the corner.
So why? Okay, fine. That's
Are we trying to justify the team not closing down the free man at the end of the... Alex, you wanted to talk about the midfield, bro.
I want to. No, I don't want to be the one that only talking because people.
No, I'm there as well. I try back.
Look,
as much
look.
as possible. He is
my whole point. I've been trying to be lenient about the guy. Like my whole freaking. First of all, as what's his name? Zvo. What's your name? Zvo genius. What's your name?
Matt.
Matt. Thank fuck. Take your flowers. You're right about Mendy. Take your flowers. I agree with you. Now
He's just wrong about Kepa.
Kepa, yeah.
He's just wrong about Kepa, but you're right about
Mendy. Right
Mendy.
now, anything's better than Mendy.
Exactly. No, even for the point, I don't care if Kepa makes mistakes. It needs to be dropped for the purpose reason of needs to be dropped. But let's move on. Now, I'll give you your flowers. You're right. Now, to the midfield. Here's the situation with the midfield and where I actually... My agendas from the beginning, and for some reason, I've been taking only agendas on Jorginho and stuff like that. People think that I only have agenda on Jorginho. It's not only about the Jorginho; it's about the players in general in defense. Here's how you can actually identify why it's actually on Jorginho. I'll be right with you, Milo. Okay. My question is. What is there a reason why is only specific players that actually can play beside Jorginho? I'm not saying back three. Jorginho is not the only reason we're playing back three. There's another reason we're playing back three, but that's the different situation. I'm asking on a midfield specific situation. Why is actually a couple of players the only ones can play with Jorginho? And I'm bringing up content. Can you put the picture that when second goal when Jorginho got spanned up?
Yes, give me a sec.
They have to do the running for him.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, that's my point. Because if you look at the Robin Loftus-Cheek position, people saying that Robin Loftus-Cheek should be covered, and you're right. Robin Loftus-Cheek should be covered for Jorginho's mistake by not being physical and stopping the thing. If you look at it, Jorginho got literally did despicable things to him over here. It does not. It does not take the press off the Mount. Mount is the separate problem. Mount was the problem first time. He was the problem in this situation also. I'm not taking the blame off the Mount. Mount lost the ball. Jorginho supposed to help. He got spinned off. Here's where the reason why Kante and Kovacic are actually the reason we play the way we play. Because out of all players, midfielders that we have, the only ones that capable of doing anything in this specific situation, it's Kante. That's why we start Kante before we start Kovacic. Kante, like in the position, if he was at Robin Loftus-Cheek, he will stop this shit in the tracks. Do you see what I'm saying? That's the reason why we play the way we play.
Do you know what Tuchel did in the second half?
Yeah, I know. He took him off and he put Kovacic in.
No. Yeah, well, but Kovacic was the deeper midfielder out of the two in the second half.
Yeah,
if you actually watch it,
yeah,
he was last man. He was the deeper, and he was the one long balls that weren't going anywhere. And Jorginho was asked to be the one actually trying to go and get the ball. Very strange again. I want someone to ask.
No, that was towards the that was when Jorginho came off.
And then Jorginho
was off.
No.
That's when Kovacic moved deeper. Let's not make it up.
Kovacic was deep. He hardly went up that pitch in that second half.
I think he was out of form. I think he was out of fit.
And that's a problem.
He's not fit.
Okay, okay, I know that, but that's a problem in itself.
Exactly.
Tuchel rushes these guys back because we haven't got enough midfield options.
And that's
not his problem. That's not his fault. That's not his fault.
How is it not his fault?
How is it his fault? How is it his fault? No, hear me out. How is it his fault?
I didn't finish my
whose mic is that?
How is it his fault that we've been taken over, that we've had chaos in the transfer market, and that we've had to address multiple positions, including defence, because we've lost so. No, I'm saying.
All of that waffle.
But I'm just saying you can't. Obviously,
could tell that the midfield needed at least one.
Exactly. So you got to believe that he also knows that. Of course, he knows that.
No. He said 2 weeks ago he was happy with our midfield options.
And he named all of them.
I don't believe that, though. I don't believe that.
We are mean.
I don't believe that he meant that. I heard that. I saw him say that, but I don't believe that.
I also saw him do that.
Stop sucking his meat. Do you know what the issue is? Tuchel is playing midfielders in a more demanding position than they're actually accustomed to. None of these guys are sixes. None of these guys are able to run around in these set positions and do none of these. And it's so easy to see what he needs to do. Literally, all the problems will be solved if he just bought a midfielder. And the thing is, it's not. I bought a CDM. Sorry, buying a CDM would enable us to
that would not solve all our problems.
That would not solve.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Even
you're clue. It would solve a problem, but it would not solve all our problems. It's more than that.
It would solve. For me personally, it would solve all of our midfield issues. It allows these players who want to venture forward the ability and the freedom to do so. It would what's it called? It would decrease the amount of defensive pressure that they have on them game by game. Like we're criticizing Mount for not being able to run out these players. I believe you me, it is not in that man's best intentions to be closing down midfield. He wants to venture forward, as does Conor Gallagher, as does Kovacic, as does Kante's defensive minded, Loftus-Cheek. All these players want to venture forward. Give these players the potential. Asking these players to defend, track back, run at men, as much as they have to do it for the squad, it is not in their best intention. And even on the base of a formation standpoint, if you want to keep going forward, it's three at the back. You could just play a 3-5-2 with a CDM at the base and have two eights, opposite adjacent to him, and doing the offensive work. And when you saw the photo that we put up of the octagon football, it's funny how now everyone's talking about now we're Tuchel's octagon football. This has been the thing for a while.
That was literally at the end of the game.
Shut up. We've had issues with penetration game after game after game. And I remember coming on here after the Tottenham game and saying, while we were dominant in spells, all we were doing was shifting the ball out wide and trying to cut it forward for like 20 minutes go. It's counterintuitive. It's stupid, and no one's talking about it. A CDM solves all of our issues from the midfield. Somebody else go.
Can I
finish? Well, go ahead. I didn't finish.
Horrible. Yeah. First of all, I just want to say, I said yesterday that Harvey Vell was on the bench, and all of you guys laughed at me.
Stop.
Poku, I ain't got time for this.
That's what you're starting.
Okay,
Bro, you need to get the bid, bro.
No,
You need to get the bid for that.
Let me finish.
Let him
Not today, bro. Please, not today.
Actually, wait. I've got super chats. I'm not listening to that shit. Right. Guyan says Ziyech is not responsible for the loss. He was okay. No, yeah, but he still didn't play well. I'll find you on DM and send you a link if we still got time afterwards. We probably will. Chelsea OG says, I hope the domino effect works. I mean, hopefully it does, but I don't think we're bringing a midfielder in the first place. Cameron says, James makes our team look decent. This is our true form currently, unfortunately. Without James, yes. Spending over 100 million on defenders and playing attackers in defense is like Tuchel is an NFL manager with no plan. Look, I don't get the obsession with still bringing in centre-backs after Fofana's come in. Like, there needs to be more focus into other areas. The midfield said enough times that is completely his fault. He has to take full responsibility for it. The attack, it is what it is, but we have 2 days. You can bring Aubameyang in. You can bring Zaha in. You can bring the likes of Tony and Ronaldo if you want to do it. Hurry up and fucking bring somebody in, because I'm not having a season of Havertz and Mount up top. I physically cannot deal with it. They are fucking shit.
Can I just finish my point?
Ryan says Alex is right, and this is why De Jong won't help. He won't protect Jorginho as well as Kante and Kova. Jorginho needs to be sold for Chelsea to progress. See, I understand what is trying to be said now, and I get it, but what are we going to do when our only... Wait. What am I going to do when our only DM option is about to go to Brighton? What can we do for the season?
Blame the manager.
We have to play Jorginho through the season.
Talk on it.
Yep.
Look. Here's I just heard somebody saying the stupidest thing, and somebody on the thing. I agree.
Well,
it will not. Right. I will not. I was.
Big up, bro.
I was. I will agree. It will not fix all the problems.
Do a scope.
Dildo, man.
Just unmute when you're talking,
my point is, it will not actually fix all of our problems. I agree with you. It will not, because we still have shitty players up front, and the Mount is not forward player. Whoever and how you will not spin off, Mount is not a forward player. And I'm slowly, but not slowly, actually fast. Kai Havertz needs to be punched in the teeth. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Oh, please.
How filthy he is, or whatever he is. He works hard. I'll give him that. That's the thing. What I'm trying to say is J5 will not a DM will not fix our actual things, all of them. But somebody in the chat, and it's Matthew Lee Benjamin, didn't know DM will help Mason Mount 19 to lose the ball 20 times. Here's what I do know that it will help. When Mason Mount or any other forward, because you will not find a forward in this world that will actually always have a possession of the ball and will not lose the ball. Even the greatest Messi loses possession of the ball. The problem I have with J5, it's actually when the players do lose the possession and what we do about it. And if you don't blame Jorginho for what the players do when they lose the possession, it's on you. You can talk to the people like paranoia guy that thinks that we're supposed to mark the player outside the box on the corner, because that's where you're going. My point is...
So why do you have to involve me in that?
My point is...
What is your point? Tell me.
I will. You're dumb. That's what my point.
You're stupid. Go ahead.
Stupid. My point is about the Jorginho, man.
What about Jorginho?
My point is about Jorginho. It's not what he does. It's what he's supposed to do. what he's supposed to do if the players lose the possession. I'm not talking about not taking the blame off the players for losing the possession. I'm talking about they do. And if you're a football player and you will actually think, where's the most critical place to lose the ball? Is that up top? Is that in midfield? Or is it in the defense? I don't care if they lose up top because you have so many places you can build to stop that. If you lose possession in the midfield, you have only one place to stop that, and that's the defense. And if you lose the possession in the defense, that's the most dangerous place. But you allow, if you think that people that pisses me off, actually, the ones that think that people do not lose the possession up top. The most creative players are the reason why they're most creative, because they are risk takers. They're risk takers. You know why Mount will actually think next time to do what he did last time? No. The reason you criticize Chelsea for not being... You criticize Chelsea for not being creative up top and do those risky passes up top. Do you think Mount next time will think twice to actually put the ball in the box or to actually make a risky pass? Because he knows if he loses to the possession, the fucker behind them will not fucking defend. Do you understand that? That's my fucking problem.
Hang on.
I'm done.
Alex,
get them fucker out of my club.
Alex, sorry. But
I can't say shit no more.
Hang on.
It's
Alex,
whatever. It's whatever.
Alex,
that's correct.
About Mount not doing that, he actually did it in the game in the second half. He did that type of ball. So he will do it again and again, no matter what. Because he doesn't think... No, what I'm saying is this. Mount will, because he is just that. He's not got it. He's not that player who has the brain to think about playing a smart pass. He won't. We saw it in about the 84th minute. It looked like it was actually a weird shot, the way his body moved.
No, it was a poor execution, but you could see what he was trying to do. It was poor execution.
It was poor, but what I'm saying is, Alex said he won't try and do it. He will. He will try and do it. He will do it all the time. I'm not only
saying Mount.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is, Mount in particular, I'm saying this. They will all try it. They're passing every single one, everyone passing yesterday was so poor. From out the back, the midfield, the front. It was also timid. It was weak. And it had no direction. Okay? When they got, like I keep saying, we got into the box multiple times. It's not as if we couldn't do it. We got into the box multiple times. How many times it was just an aimless pass? It had no direction. We didn't know what we were doing. These guys have no clue up front. And whether that's the manager or them or both, it just keeps happening again and again and again and again. And the problem is, they know they're going to get picked the next game. We know Havertz and Mount's going to get picked the next game.
But what do you think about people were calling? Do you remember though? People were calling for Pulisic. And hear me out. People were calling for Pulisic. Did you see how dog shit he was when he came on?
Play that right wing back,
bro.
Forget where he played. He was.
Why is the right wing back dribbles in the middle?
Sekata,
how
about we play Mount or Havertz at right wing back?
Let's look.
Why don't we do that?
As soon as I think he had one good touch.
Takeda, stop freaking bringing non points that don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
People keep saying.
Wait, hold on.
Why pick Havertz?
So would you rather have Pulisic?
Don't bring the
Would you rather have Pulisic?
Would you rather have
Pulisic?
Yes.
If I wanted
it does matter because
if I wanted Pulisic, I wanted him at the start of a game.
Yeah, put him in the start of the game where he can be effective.
Hold on. Pulisic hasn't given a reason.
Are they good enough?
No, but he's
but the people that you guys want
they play every week, but Pulisic can't touch the grass for the start of a match.
You were at the match. You saw how poor he was. No, forget where he was.
Mountain Havertz.
No, but
has Pulisic given a reason to be knocking on the door?
Play him.
Has Ziyech given a reason?
Has Pulisic?
Guys, we're talking about the midfield. Let's talk about the midfield. Let's stick with the topic. Let's talk about the midfield.
Let's go.
It's not point. Why are we talking about Pulisic when he came?
Yeah, why are we talking
minutes?
about Pulisic? It doesn't make any sense.
I wanted to bring up. You guys might have bring up the point.
He's not good enough. He's not good enough. I watch Mountain Havertz play like dog shit every week, and they still get starts. Pulisic deserves a start over those two bums. I don't care.
Not if he's not. Not if he's not playing even. Not if he's playing worse.
Finish. Shut up. Let me finish. The difference between them and everybody else is that Pulisic has one bad game, and then you never see him start for the next month. Mount and Havertz have bummy game after bummy game after bummy game, and they never get dropped. Let Pulisic start. I don't give a shit.
And be even bummier.
No. The reason is that Pulisic has come on as a sub and hasn't given any reason. But where I do agree is that Brozier, the only positive that I can take out of the Southampton game was that Brozier looked great in the time that he was given. And he's the guy, right, that is giving Tuchel a reason why he should start. But Ziyech and Pulisic, every time they give an opportunity, they're just as bad as the reason of. I understand changing in frustration. I understand that, but it's a complete gamble.
I disagree.
They're given no reason.
I disagree.
I know everyone's going to disagree because everyone just wants to change.
No. Dicker, let me say.
No one is.
No. Let me say. Let me. No. Hold up. Let me just say this. I disagree with that because the kinds of chances, the amount of chances that the likes of Ziyech and Pulisic are getting pale in comparison to what Mount and Havertz are getting. They're not getting the same longevity
of
that they're getting in this team.
So that's how it is when you're trying to get a position. When you're trying to steal someone's, when you're trying to take someone's starting position, that's
steal what position? What do they need to steal? Havertz and
their starting position.
They're not doing anything that need to be stolen.
You need to be given a reason to get rewarded with a starting position.
Exactly.
You don't get given. You don't sub on and play dog shit as we're describing Havertz and Mount, right? And to get rewarded for that.
Declare, that's not a problem. No, Declare. No. Hold on, let me answer Declare real quick. Declare, I agree with you. He played like shit for 10 minutes that he came, but
he played the other game too.
No, we're not going to go. My point is, if you want to blame him for 10 minutes, be fucking man and blame the other guy for 4 games that they played.
I am. I'll make my point more clear.
Let me build on that.
Yeah.
Before you respond, let me just build on that because here's the thing: we also need to talk about motivation. Also, Cicada, sorry, I shouldn't have raised you like that. My head's fucking.
You should.
Come on, bro. Come on, I love it.
Lewis, I love it. Merchant.
Chill, everybody.
We're literally talking about Pulisic.
I love it, Lewis. Don't worry.
Please, everyone just stop. Everyone just stop. Right, so motivation is a very big factor in players as well. When you have a player like Pulisic who barely ever touches the pitch and he sees Mount and Havertz stink up the ground every week and then he comes on for 20 minutes, where is the motivation to show yourself knowing that you probably still won't start the next game? Mount and Havertz get to play shit and run themselves into form every single week and it never works. It never works. Let Pulisic have that same energy. If he plays like shit, he plays like shit and we will rip him for it the same way we do everybody else. But this tried and tested play Havertz and Mount through everything thing does not work. There needs to be different, and also for them as well, because they know that regardless of how badly they play, they will play the next match. Their motivation drops. Pulisic's motivation drops. Nobody gets better. That's what.
And let me clear my point because chat's going mad too. Hold on, Pokey. You have to understand that I agree, but for imminent impact. So if Mount and Havertz keep going, eventually that's going to happen. But for the sudden change that everyone's been asking for, and the reason they're not getting dropped is because the people behind them knocking on the door are playing dog shit as well, right? No one's given a good reason, right, for Tuchel to make that change.
They haven't played yet,
right? It is.
They haven't played yet.
Yes,
Declared is right. Declared is. I've got to agree.
Let me finish. Please let me finish so you don't. Let me finish so you don't misunderstand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
The opportunities they're given were subs, right? You have to, even in that smaller time frame, right? You're fresh, you come on. Maybe it's not your position. You have to show something. You have to show a performance, right? That you deserve a start in whatever position it is, right? And just putting those players, Ziyech and Pulisic aren't performing, and there's zero confidence that those players come on right, and give us a performance. It's almost a gamble. I'm pretty sure everyone can agree. I understand that everyone's frustrated and wants to change, but there is a reason why those players aren't getting dropped, because the players behind them aren't doing well. But on the same, but my example is a perfect example that Broja came on and did well, and that change that you guys are asking for, right, is going to come in Broja, because he's giving a reason.
Until he barely gets starts, and then his motivation drops like everyone else.
I hope not, Lewis, but can you understand how the change is going to come about?
No. Let Poku go. Let Poku go. He's been waiting.
Poku's been waiting.
Is it my time now?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, time to shine.
Your time to shine.
Anything about Harvey Bell, I'm gonna kick you.
Don't mention any player under 23. 23 and under. Has to be 23 and over.
Yeah, don't mention Cho, because he's got. Yeah.
Actually, wait, hold on.
Midfield. He has to revise the script.
No. Andrew, he's made some points on paper.
Let's let him speak.
I'm muting.
I was first gonna say you can't use right wing back as an excuse, because when my player Hudson Odoi was suffering at right wing back for nearly his whole career, I was again.
Let him finish.
Let
me carry.
I think you're trolling us at this point.
Just let him finish.
I'm not trolling. It's a fair fact. It's a fair point.
No, I actually agree with his point, because everyone's talking about right wing back. No, because hear me out. Everyone's talking about right wing back, but it doesn't matter. It's about, you saw whether it was right, whether he was on the right flank, left flank, up front, wherever he would have been. You saw his touches. That doesn't matter where you are, where you're playing. He was awful.
It does matter.
It doesn't. Not in the basics. Not in the basics.
Threat.
Talk to me about Kai Havertz's touch, mate.
And they were bad as well. I'm not defending them.
Why is he starting?
No, but do you know why he's starting? Do you know why he's starting? Because because all of our so Havertz, Mount, Pulisic, dog shit. Yeah.
No, why is Havertz?
No. Hear me out. All dog shit. But the reason is because maybe they're not very good, Havertz and Mount, but they do what Pulisic doesn't do. He doesn't do the work that they need. That Tuchel wants. It's just it is what it is.
Do you understand? That we're not actually? Do you understand that we actually not defending neither Pulisic, neither Kai Havertz, because none of them actually shown us anything. What we struggle is, it's the understanding why those have actual little bit preference than any other players.
Correct. No one's saying Pulisic
no one's saying they should or why do you think Pulisic wants to leave? Because they do not get given the same opportunities.
Because they're not good enough. That's why we want them to leave, and they want to leave because they know they're not going to get it.
You see, fucking Mount and Havertz aren't good enough either.
Which is why we're trying to get attackers, because we know it's a problem.
No, but Lewis, you just answered the question. The reason these players keep playing is because there's no reason to drop them. There's no other player to give them the reason to drop them.
We've got no one to come in and replace them.
Stop. There is no reason to drop them, declared. Why is that?
I said no play. There's no player that's giving them the reason to get dropped.
No reason to drop them, bro.
No, I said no play. There was no player giving the reason to drop.
Good question, Andrew.
Yeah, there was players.
No, you can go. I said there's no player that giving the reason.
Yeah, Andrew, ask the question.
Exactly. Because I'm just going to blow your point out of the water. Your monologue. Why did Ziyech start yesterday?
Exactly.
Because we play 4-3-3.
No.
Ziyech was one of our better attackers. He was the only one linking up with Sterling. He was the only one linking up with Sterling. If you want to, don't go on Ziyech. You cannot go on Ziyech based on yesterday. You're talking.
They were all shit, bro. They were all shit.
He was the only one linking up with Sterling.
Khalid just made the point of the century.
You know what? When you first came on and given education, you have some of the worst football takes. You're worse than Matt.
So did Ziyech? Who was linking up better than? Who was linking up with Sterling the most? Who was linking up with Sterling the most? Answer me that.
No one.
So Ziyech was the most.
I was told whenever Ziyech plays in the
back. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. No one was, but he was better than the rest. He was better than the others. That's the point I'm making.
One at a time.
Don't go at Ziyech.
Cicada, you're
looking for scapegoats, Andrew.
You're an aesthetically player merchant. You're a comp merchant. That's all you ever watch. You never watch actually full games.
So you didn't see him creating on the edge of the box, doing 1-2s with Sterling, getting him in. And
What was the tra-
who,
hang on,
what
so
was
hang on.
Havertz
That was
linking?
the
How was
one moment
Havertz?
in the game, and it's it.
How was Havertz linking up with? How was Havertz linking up with Sterling or Mount?
How was
They
Havertz
weren't.
linking up with
Exactly.
He didn't fucking link up with anybody.
Exactly, that's my
shit,
point.
Takeda.
Ziyech at least was linking up with Sterling.
Because you're saying we should keep playing
No,
him.
he passed it sideways.
Passed it one time.
This guy's
It
just here
happened
to
one
troll.
time.
One time.
This guy
Man
is
did
an
one
idiot.
let's talk about the midfield,
Then
guys.
he played
Forget about
Havertz
defense.
through. Then he
I
played
want
Havertz
to
through with a
finish
great
my
ball.
point.
I want
Yeah.
Krasrev back.
Let's move to the
I'm saying
midfield.
this. I want
I want to
Krasrev
finish
back.
my point.
I want to hear
Guys,
what Khaled
let's
said.
move to the midfield,
Alex,
guys. Let's
let's
move
hear
to
what
the
Khaled
I
said.
want Krasrev back.
I
Honestly.
also,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Right, Klasref, I
Bullshit.
did send Klasref the link. He did want to come on.
Please, I want him back. I'd rather listen to
Khalid
him
just
for
made the
20
point on the forward, but I want to finish
Andrew,
my
I just
point of
show
the
you every
midfield.
time. You got no
Khalid
common
just
sense.
said it. Khalid
Takeda,
just.
I treat you like a toothpick. You're easy.
You've
so
got
easy
no
to destroy.
common sense, Andrew.
You've got no sense.
You've got zero common sense.
You've got no sense. You've got
Luis,
no
let me move on, guys.
Literally zero sense.
You're a comp.
Here's the funny
You're a
part.
comp.
Let's move on.
That was
Look,
calling for
you
Pedro
like-
Neto.
you
Saying the guy that was
Wait,
calling for
Carter,
Pedro
shut up.
Neto.
Takeda.
Hold on, guys. Hold on,
Saying
You know
guys.
what? You know what? You know.
I'm a
what
comp
Matt
merchant and
think
you
we
were
do?
recommending
Dzeko.
Pedro Neto,
You
yeah?
called for Edin Dzeko.
Shocking.
You called for Edin
No,
Dzeko.
I said
Let's move
Dzeko
on,
would be
guys.
better than
You
Havertz.
called for
I said
Edin
Dzeko would be
Dzeko.
better than
You called
Havertz
for
up front. That's what I
Edin
said.
Midfield.
You called for
That
Edin
is
Dzeko.
very true at the moment.
Listen, you
Everyone
know
shut
what?
up.
These are all
Everyone
red
shut up.
herrings, man. Like,
Everyone
You
shut
know
up.
what Matt
Everyone,
think is
please,
gonna
hang on,
be?
No, Alex, please. You
Yeah.
called for Edin Dzeko, and then you bigged up Hakim Ziyech's performance last night. That says it all. You're destroyed. Any credibility
Serie A
is
merchant.
gone.
Serie A
It's
merchant.
gone.
You
Let me just
literally
say-
What, because
watch
Ziyech
Chelsea
was one
on
of our
YouTube
better players
highlights.
in a bad
Ziyech-
team?
You
No,
literally
no, no.
watch
Ziyech is
Chelsea
not
on
one of our
YouTube
better
highlights.
players.
and
That's
you
a
just-
lie.
a highlight.
He was one
He's
of our
just a
better
highlight
players
man.
in a bad team. Let's be honest.
You did not watch the game, all the game, man.
Yes,
You
I
watched
did.
the
I
YouTube.
watched the whole
you didn't.
game. I'm not saying he played
What's
great.
it called
I never
again?
said
Mini
that.
matches?
I never
Mini
said
matches.
that.
That's how you watch.
The point I made is that he was the only one actually linking up.
He
He was the only
Ziyech
one
had-
creating anything.
Can we
Let-
Hey,
me-
the only way
let
Ziyech
me-
was good if you were playing a gridiron game. That quarterback passes was perfect.
Khalid made
I mean,
the-
that,
Khalid
Sideways
made a
Khalid
really
was
good point by
Right.
saying,
Right.
no matter, hold on.
Do super chats.
Just before you go, I'm gonna have to rotate the panel in a little sec just so we can get some sort of clarity. Guys, big up. Not declared. Poku Cicada. I'll chat to you guys another day. Big up. I need a break.
Easy.
I need a fucking break. Big up yourself, guys.
big up, guys.
my friend made the point.
Let him do the super
Oh, go ahead,
chat. Let him do
super
the-
chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Artem says, big up everyone that's still here, by the way. Over 700 million combined minutes combined with no GNA combined, but man expect Pulisic. Oh, well, so that'll be for the next stream. That'll be for the next stream, bro. Don't worry, we'll save that. Thank you, by the way, Frosted Myth, because you were about to just save my sanity. It's been a long fucking week.
Yeah.
Okay, Artem, you said 700 minutes combined with 0 GNA combined, but man expect Puli to be put in the pitch and just get in the flow of the game with 10 minutes left. This is my fucking point, and no one gets it. Pulisic is getting at least one goal distribution the same minute. Exactly! If fucking Pulisic had one of Havertz's performances over the last 6 months, you wouldn't see him till Christmas. Havertz has those performances, you see him next week. This is
And
my
we're not
problem.
defending Pulisic.
Exact. If Pulisic came and he was arse, I would say he was arse. I'm not a Pulisic fan.
Lewis,
given an opportunity.
Lewis, Lewis, hold on. On that point,
I'm
yeah,
trying.
I
I'm
can't.
trying, Moyo. I'm
Oh,
trying.
wait, on that point, quickly, for me, I find it very difficult to justify or make an argument for the bench players to get onto the pitch when they do get their opportunity. They don't really seize that moment. After that, to me, I just say, you know what, Tuchel, do what you want. After that, I won't call out for anyone. I say, Tuchel, crack on, mate, because nobody's giving me any reason for me to go to them and say, okay, I have to back Pulisic, or I have to back Ziyech, or I have to back this person, I have to back that person, because all of them, really and truly, have all been equally bad. Some have been a little shit than others, but really, truly, none of them have been great. So I'm not putting my house behind any of them. I leave it up to Tuchel and his own thing. I say, you know what, I'll just back whatever he's doing.
But what are you judging this? What are you judging this on? Because we're trying to say that Mount gets a run of 4 or 5 games to do this. You guys are judging this Pulisic on 20 minutes. Let him get the same amount of run of games.
20 minutes.
Or less than 20 minutes. Let him get the same amount of time as Mount does. We're not saying he's
but that's
he's
not
great,
how it works,
and
Harry.
but it is how it works because Mount. It is how it works because
it's not how it works.
You know, listen. Let me land, bro. It is how it works because if Mount knows that he can do this and not get benched, he's not gonna improve his performances. He's gonna be okay. I'm gonna go play in the next game. Competition.
I'm not gonna finish my point.
Competition for places is like okay. I gotta earn myself back in this team. I gotta step up my performances to get back in this team. Mount and Havertz keep doing the same shit over and over, and there's no change. They're gonna keep doing it.
I agree. And let me because I got crucified for making the same point as OTC. No, I forgot. Sorry, the guy next to Andrew. Sorry, Bradley.
Yeah.
I 100% was making the same point as you're making, and 100% agree. Is what I'm saying is that this isn't Pulisic's first substitution minutes, right? And he does deserve some more time to show. But what I'm saying is that the reason why Havertz and Mount keep getting away with what, and I agree with you guys, right? They can have bad performances and they know how to start, right? Why I'm saying there is no sudden change because I understand there's even frustration and they just want to mix it up. But the guys we're going to mix it up with, right, is that they're not giving me any confidence too. The next game, I feel that it's a big gamble to play them as well, even though, you know, we dropped the other two players. So what I'm saying is, if you want the sudden change, Pulisic or Ziyech or someone, whoever you're asking for, has to come on and show us something, right? Even in the little minutes they're given, right? And the perfect example for me is that Broja did that, right? And I think if he doesn't start and he has another substitution, he does it again, Havertz is getting dropped for
Where
it.
did Broja play, bro?
Up front.
Where did Pulisic play?
Wing, where his natural position is.
Wing back.
Wing back.
Listen,
don't forget the back, bro.
Listen, in that game, you know what was happening? There was Ziyech that was playing sideways, long balls, right? Pulisic was trying to dribble everyone. He still, even in that position, Pulisic could have shown something, a good performance at least. With even being out of position, I understand. Like in our system, the wing back he's played as a winger before. He still could have, even in that role, he could have shown a better performance. Even in the other game, he could have shown. And eventually, I'm telling you now too, if this goes on, right, Tuchel is going to take that risk that I'm talking about, right, and starting Pulisic as Ziyech if they stay in the team, right. That's eventually going to happen.
Last night, 90 minutes.
Yeah. So
the same day when his move fell out. Yeah.
Can I finish my point and I will be quiet and let everybody go, please?
Let me.
I just want to
finish.
Alex.
I want to make.
Alex been waiting for a
minute.
I
I just wanted to clear that point is because I've been getting flamed. I agree with everyone, and I was making the point why the sudden change isn't happening. Why it's happening is why I explained, right? And we need some of these players to step up and get Mount and have us dropped in their bad form. That's what I'm essentially saying. Because everyone's making out like I'm defending Havertz and Mount. I'm not defending the performance. They need to be dropped. And that's why I said Broja was a positive, because he came on and showed something, right? And maybe the next game he starts on what we all want.
Bro, on that one, Broja, for me, has got to start over Mount. Not Mount, Havertz.
Yes.
He's the only one that I can say. He's the only one I can say has not been given a big chance in this game. In this team.
Well, he just came back from an injury.
Exactly.
I think he would have started earlier.
That's fine. Let Alex go.
Can I say something? Declare Alex before you go.
Welcome back, Classive.
We'll give you a sec. We'll give you the time. Just
welcome back, Classive.
We'll go to you. Alex and you. Go on, Alex.
First of all, I'm gonna put. First of all, I didn't finish talking about the midfield, but I will address the point about the forwards real quick. I think what me and Lewis and everybody else was trying to tell you, though, if you think that the forwards that come in all of a sudden will take Mount and Kai Havertz out of the team, you're out of your mind, because you will be shockingly surprised if Aubameyang is coming in and you will still see Mount and Kai Havertz start the game. That's the point of the whole conversation. My understanding is why, for that long, That's my answer. I don't want to. That's not a question. That's my answer to you people that think that whatever forward. My thing, I'm gonna go back to the midfield is because my problem with the midfield is because we dependent those two players, and I'm gonna blame. I don't want to call out, but I'm gonna fucking blame it on him for one specific reason. For example, if we know if when Tuchel, the reason why I'm doing this is because what Tuchel says after the press conference. He said that after the press conference that we do not need midfielder. And the funny part is he named all of them by name. All of them by name. My question was to him, okay, you know the team better than I do. Now he comes in after this game and he said all of a sudden that we do not have the midfielders. He started to name Kova. He started to tell, what's his name, Kante, and now Robin Loftus-Cheek. Where's the other midfielders that he named before in the first press conference? Where's those midfielders? Why they cannot play in the midfield? He named those names. Why he not using those names? And that's my specific situation. Why? The reason why I was bringing that point exactly is because the only two that matters that can play beside one, because nobody else does. That's why Robin Loftus-Cheek is actually going to be only backup to when those players are injured. That's what he thinks Blunt Mount can do is Kante or Kovac's job, play beside Jorginho. And if you think for a second that if De Jong ever comes, what I think he's not, will come to Chelsea and he will replace Jorginho, you're out of your fucking mind because he's the one that's going to play beside Jorginho. That's another point. My point is, if you, as a manager, give me all those names in this situation, and when you say in the different ways, when we got hurt and we lost, you do not name those names as the players for this position, I have two questions for you, for Tuchel and for everybody. My question is, if we do not need a midfielder, show me the midfielders that we do in the game. If we're short of midfielders, and why I am living somewhere with 4 kids understands the situation that we need the midfielders, and I know as a Chelsea fan that Kova is injury prone and Kante is injury prone. If I can't see this shit, how the fuck you can't see this shit? And you telling me that we have other midfielders? Please tell me. Then another thing is about the midfield. If you do understand that we have a problem in the midfield, why you're not addressing it? I understand we have issues in defense and we need a defense. And I agree with you. I agree with you for one specific reason. Because Fofana is needed. Koulibaly was needed. What's his name? Cucurella was needed. 100%. And the players that you got, 100% good players. Not disagreeing with you whatsoever. My problems becomes next. I agree you don't like the forward lines. I agree with them. Is any of them injury prone? Is any of them cannot sustain specific things that we're going to be suffering? No. But one thing we do know, it's the fucking injury prone players. And if we do lose them together, you don't need to look at it. You're going to look at the December that we had last season. And that's my problem with Tuchel. That's why I'm criticizing. I do not want him out. I just want him to explain to us by point and put the players in their specific positions. My question to Tuchel is, if that's not the main concern for you, and we don't have money, and here's the bigger kicker, who the fuck is Guardiola and what the fuck do we need him right now for 90 mil? If you don't have money, if you don't have money, and you're saving forever, put that 90 million in Reece James, not Reece James, Rice. If you really want him, if that's what your master plan, put that money in. Because let me give you a prediction. I was so fucking wrong when I said it that we can challenge, because even Tuchel literally brainwashed me, saying that maybe we can actually have the same midfield, not get injured. And I was blind. And now I'm saying again, like, what the fuck do I thinking? And I give you a prediction. We will not.
We spent 50 million on Chukwuemeka and the other guy, the Italian guy.
We will not get the targets. We will not get the targets that minimum required at this club. If we not fix the midfield, we will not. The problem
we
is...
just signed 50 million player in midfield. We signed 50 million.
If you think...
We're not talking about Leipzig.
If you think that we're going to get the targets, minimum targets, which is minimum, it's top 4. Please tell me, what kind of players we're going to get if we don't?
You'd have to overpay.
What kind of player, what kind of attractions are we going to have next season if we don't get? Please tell me.
Bro, Jorginho is world class. I'm not gonna lie. Jorginho is world class. Listen, we've been playing.
No. Did you say Jorginho is world class? Let him.
Yeah, Jorginho Conte is world class.
I'm done my piece.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. Like we've been playing open teams like Southampton.
Is it
Leeds,
still we, Classic? Just want to clarify that. Is it still we?
What?
Because I heard you went to you transferred to Leipzig.
No. Listen. When Werner left, you guys were cooking me. Are you gonna become a Leipzig fan or Tottenham fan? So I was like, fuck yeah.
Happened.
If you want that, then I'm gonna do that. But anyways, listen.
That's why I asked. Is it still we? Are you still a chance? Are you still? A
What do you mean by fucking we, bro? Like I'm Chelsea all the time. What are you on about?
Okay.
Declare the
I
listen.
want to
you
know.
were saying,
I've been worried about you.
Declare.
Listen, you were saying you're not going after Havertz and what you call you're going after Havertz and Mount because you don't have a balls to go against Sterling, do you? You have balls going against Werner, but you have no balls going against Sterling, right?
Oh, dude, he even when he got his goal, right? He still missed some easy chances.
Declare, let him go.
And there's still passes.
Why are you not vocal about it? Why are you listen?
Let him go.
Klasref, well, what's your thoughts been on Chelsea since the great Timo Werner departed?
I think we've been since Werner left, we've been playing open teams like Spurs, Leeds, Southampton, and the problem is attack. We can't win games because of our attack. And obviously, people used to say, I hate Mason Mount, I hate Havertz. But this time, I'm not hating them. I'm being a proper Chelsea fan. I think the problem is Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling is not a problem, but it's just that synchronization. There's no synchronization in attack. Raheem Sterling is very effective. He's a constant, threat, but he's not a provider. He doesn't provide to Mason Mount, Kai Havertz. I mean, obviously, Kai Havertz and Mason Mount are mediocre, but they're not that bad. Like 5 games, no goal, no assist. You can't blame Mason Mount and Kai Havertz right now because Raheem Sterling doesn't provide like Timo Werner. When Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, and Mason Mount used to play the first 6 months, when Tuchel came on, we used to say, Havertz is shit. Havertz fans used to say Werner is shit. It was a lot of competition. They were all young and they were up there because they had a lot of competition. But right now, Raheem Sterling is a god. And listen, nobody's talking about he can't provide Werner. He can't provide Havertz and Mason Mount. Mason Mount doesn't have a single goal. Havertz doesn't have a single goal. Not a single assist. I think if you look at Tommy Tuchel,
how much does Sterling have?
Sterling has 3 goals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not a provider like Werner. Werner was different than Raheem Sterling. I think we need an attacker.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We're
okay. He's scoring goals, so he's doing his job. He's
getting goals from wingers. He's getting goals from wingers, right?
I don't give a fucking ass where he getting goals from. He's getting the goals.
No, I don't think so. I think listen, Havertz and Mason Mount, I don't like them. But at this moment, if you're not,
goals, I'm happy for him.
Fair enough.
Sterling
Yeah,
scores
talk
goals.
about
We're
that.
not
Talk about
talking about Timo Werner.
Talk
I
about
think
Werner's
the
hat-trick.
problem. Listen, the problem right now is we need attackers that are competitive, and that needs synchronization. Right now, Sterling, Havertz, and Mason Mount cannot synchronize because Sterling doesn't provide. He is not good enough at this moment for Tuchel's system.
Why is
So
He's
Sterling
not
the
good
one
enough
that's
for
supposed to
Tuchel's
provide?
system at this
Those
moment.
two supposed to provide to him, not the other way around.
They are supposed to provide to each other. I mean, obviously, I was against Havertz because Havertz fans were going after Werner. But to be honest, just be a Chelsea fan. City sold Raheem Sterling. We got Raheem Sterling. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but he's not right for Tuchel system.
He was already scored 3 goals.
I don't care about his goals, but the other guys can't play. The other guys doesn't feel competition because
about Chelsea.
you need competition.
You
That's how we're
literally
gonna
talking
win
about
games,
Chelsea. How are you supposed to
How are
win
you
the
gonna
games by
win
not scoring?
goal if only Raheem Sterling scores and Havertz and Mount are only supposed to provide him? They don't have. They are young guys. They need competition. I think we need to go.
I can understand you put the pressure on Kai Havertz and Mount, but please don't blame Sterling for that.
I'm not
Sterling
blaming
does
Raheem
what he
Sterling.
does.
I'm just saying it's the wrong signing. We needed to sign Lautaro Martinez, young guys, right? So Havertz and Mason Mount could feel some
you make 2 or
competition.
3
Right now,
sentences
they feel dead. They feel dead. They're like, oh, Raheem Sterling is getting everything, or we are dead. They don't feel motivation. And to be honest, Mason Mount does suit Tuchel's system of back 3. And I also have a problem with the last game. Why were we playing back 4? Who said Tuchel should play back 4? Who is there's? I think it could be Bowley. Todd Bowley is making some. It could be. I don't know.
I swear, wasn't it the class ref saying why we playing back 3? Wasn't it him the one that said why we playing back 3?
No, he was slandering Havertz.
No, I was slandering.
Hey, class rep. You saying Werner provides for Mount and Havertz, but where were the goals from Havertz last season when Werner was providing? You act like these players are elite strikers who are going to finish up chances, and Sterling is here to provide for them.
Last season, the problem was Lukaku, right? Lukaku was getting more chances over Havertz, and Havertz already got his chances, right? The problem was Werner was not getting chances, right? But before that, the Champions League year, when Tuchel, Werner, Havertz, and Mason Mount, that was the best attack we had for Tuchel's system.
It's the best out of shit.
You have to respect Tuchel right now, right?
I think Klaaswijk likes to just go against the grain. He just loves.
No. This is listen. I could have easily gone against Havertz and Mason Mount.
I can't believe you're actually against. I can't believe you're covering for Havertz now.
I'm telling you, Raheem Sterling doesn't suit Tuchel's system, and if you're gonna hide Raheem Sterling, Tuchel's gonna get a sack.
Tuchel didn't pick Werner. Tuchel didn't pick Mount. Tuchel picked Raheem Sterling. I can't hear it. I need to go for a few of the super chats as well. I've left it on for too long.
I know he's a London guy. I know Raheem Sterling is a London guy. I like Raheem Sterling, but...
Ref, 1 second, bro. 1 second. Nothing. Felipe Barbosa saying we're starting to see the beginning of the end of the Tuchel era, all because of his favoritism of players. He is losing it, and you're starting to see that in the players. I don't know if it's the beginning of the end just yet, but there's enough time for him to change it. But it's up to him how he managed the storm, because it's all on him. He could just bench the right players and we back him, but he doesn't. Tuchel says, 1 sec, Klasref.
Broja is not good enough.
Well, 1 sec, bro. My issue with Tuchel is why he keeps playing Mount and Havertz. It's annoying. It's stupid. He's played 4 games now. Same shite. He has his favorite. Simple, bro. That is why. It's favoritism. He needs to get out of this. Replica says Pulisic wants to leave. That's why he doesn't play. Let me just put an end to this as well. Pulisic didn't want to leave. He wanted to go on loan. He even wanted to sign a 1-year extension so he could keep his resale value to the club. He cares about Chelsea. He just wants more game time. So it's not a case that he wants to leave. He wants a fair amount of game time the same way everybody else does. That is another thing that's on Tuchel. K, the humble guy...
That still may happen too, yeah?
Might still do, but he ain't going anywhere. One thing is constant, right? No matter how many defenders and attackers we sign, we are leaking goals from every angle. Something has to give. Jorginho out. I'm starting to see the criticisms. Like, I get it. I get it. I totally get it. Artem says Pulisic finished the season with good games against Wolves and Leeds, but got dropped after an average Leicester game and has not started since going to the new season. But Mount and Kai can play like shit non-stop. Facts.
Pulisic gets one bad game and he's gone.
Facts at a Benitez press conference. Facts. Royal Blue says we brought Sterling to score goals and he's doing that. Other guys aren't scoring and or assisting. Only Reece is the provider. Right? This is why I don't get why we're going at Sterling. Sterling is
he's amazing. Sterling is an amazing player, but we have got two young lads, Mason Mount and Kai Havertz, who does suit the system, and they are not typical strikers. So what you need is someone who can provide them that.
I can explain class ref logic over here. He actually upset because he's the one that replaced Timo Werner.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. He's comparing Sterling to Timo Werner
because he actually took Timo Werner's place in Chelsea.
Yeah.
So now he cannot wank at him at blue. Yeah, now he has to wank at him.
No. You're wrong. If you're a coach of a football team, your attackers have to compete each other. They have to find a ooze, right? They have to find a synergistic effect. When you only have three attackers right now, Raheem Sterling is given a legend sort of. He's a legend. He's everything. We can't blame him. And Mason Mount and Kai Havertz are feeling left out, but they do shoot
left out of what?
A Tuchel system. If you give Lautaro Martinez, Sterling doesn't suit a Tuchel system. I'm telling you right now. I'm not against Tuchel or Sterling. Sterling doesn't suit Tuchel's system.
But I swear, wasn't it Tuchel the one that actually specifically asked for Sterling?
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe Bolly did. I don't know. Bolly just signed Fofana for 75 million.
By the way,
Bolly just signed Fofana for 75 million.
You wanted him. Here you have him. Here's your class ref.
Whatever. Listen.
Class ref, you reckon
how can Mason Mount and Kai Havertz have 0 goals and 0 assists?
Because they're not good enough.
Because they're shit.
And against open team, Tottenham, Leeds United, Southampton.
The Sterling that you said doesn't fit Tuchel's system has 3 goals. He's still making
because he's not a provider. He is more of an, he's effective. Listen, he's not a provider. He does his own thing. He doesn't play like Werner or anybody who's a modern footballer.
Run around and do nothing? I don't want him
you
to
have
play
to make that triangle in that Tuchel system, guys. Listen, guys. I'm not against Sterling.
Did Sterling already have a 1 assist? Yeah, he does.
Yes,
I think he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Hold that, class ref. Hold that.
Who has 1 assist?
Yeah,
Sterling.
To who?
James.
To your mama. He assisted
so
your
I'm
mama.
just. Listen, don't be rude because.
But does Sterling have a hat trick? Because Werner does.
He might have if Tuchel didn't take him off against what's.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's just move on.
Hold up. Let's move on. I have a question for you guys. I have a question.
Division 4, and Division 4.
Do you guys think?
Wait, Moyo, what are you saying?
So, do you guys think? Is there a chance that you guys think that maybe the players are starting to get dejected? Like, I don't see that they're playing for the manager anymore.
Thank you.
I feel like
it's
not just Pulisic. It's not just those. I'm seeing it from even the defenders. I don't see Mendy. I don't see that motivation anymore. Everyone just seems down.
Do you know what
it
was?
They
seem
to have
dropped.
But those players are leaving, yeah?
I think it's because we're losing.
I tell you
Can I just say one thing?
Alex, Khaliga's in here as well, bro.
It was.
I think Bolly is clueless. Bolly is clueless.
Can Andrew talk?
I tell you what it came from, and we probably all celebrated it at the time. And he said it more in the season. Remember after the 4-0 defeat to Arsenal in pre-season? He came out and publicly threw people under the bus, which people at the time were going, yeah, he should do that. But what he's forgetting is this dressing room is a lot more bonded than they are to the coach and the coaching team. Okay? You're essentially trying to get a lot of people out. They've got a lot of friends. It happened to Lampard, if you remember, when he isolated Alonso and a few others.
Oh,
the dressing room turned against him. But he's publicly come out and said it. You need to manage that dressing room before you, while you're trying to get people out. And he's publicly thrown people under the bus by saying we need better players, we need this, and this. He is. I praised him actually because I thought he was a good man manager, but I don't know anymore.
I don't either.
I don't know anymore.
No, but this is the thing. I remember,
that's major part of it.
Hold on, Declan. I remember
you're gonna go on the mess around.
I remember at the beginning of the season, I was talking to Prime, and I really want to call out Prime here because I said that we've gone through what's it called? Conte, Sarri, Tuchel, Lampard, and they've all said the same thing about the squad. That is that we hit a certain patch and their motivation dwindled. I said at the beginning of the season, this is a common trend that we have seen, and yet. And especially Prime, he chose to ignore it and say that I was chatting like I was stupid, like just some elite waffle. And I said we have evidence of this, and he wanted to make it out like I'm the crazy one. We've seen it, and we're going to see it again. And here's the thing: the way to rectify it is to bring in new players and chip off dead, which we have done to some extent. But at his current stance of Tuchel saying, "Oh, we have midfielders," and not acknowledging his fault and in things that he wants. Because remember when he came in, he would point out where he went wrong, and now we just like, "Oh, I don't know what to do with my midfielders," even though I'm pushing them to heaven's end, and they're getting injured. But I don't know; it's not my fault. Like that. This is what radicalizes players against him, and that's how he would find himself getting sacked if Abramovich was still here. But the thing is,
the reason
Tim and Gloom, he can do something about this. Go on.
Yes,
the reason I asked that is because there's something to be said with even players who are getting to play every game. As a player myself, if I was getting to play every game, but I wasn't playing the way that I felt like could be best to utilize me, it doesn't mean I'm going to be happy. It doesn't mean that I'm getting to play every minute on this pitch, I'm happy. If I'm getting played in different roles, different positions every game, and we're losing, there's no shape. I'm having to run around and cover other people's spaces, and there's no structure. There's no cohesion in this team. I'm not gonna be happy. And I've been hearing things. I don't know if it's true, but I've been hearing things around the way that certain players who even are getting to play are not happy in this team, and it makes sense by the way they're playing to me.
So, Mo, you're right, and I brought up that there was a possible disharmony last season, and what's happening now is that instead of getting rid of the manager, right, we're getting rid of a whole bunch of players. And the best analogy I can use now, this is like a major surgery, and now we're going to recover. I believe it's going to get better when these players come in.
Do you hear me? How many years do we need recovery for?
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, it's going to start now. I think once the team starts going, because a lot of those mistakes were defensive mistakes of players that never played together. I know, but we're going to do better towards the end of the season, and then next season, the way we recruited with young players, they're looking at a longer term, right? It's going to be a rocky road. That's what I'm saying, and that's why I use that surgery.
Declare. I agree with you.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Khalid. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Alex. I just want to say, do we remember when Tuchel was signed? What we hear about him? He loves the young players, bring them from academy, find them. Now we're stuck in a position where our midfielders are injured. So do you think he gonna use Chukwuemeka or the others? I don't think so. And I don't think he used the players the right way. But biggest problem with him, for me, he overrates these players. He thinks it's like a FIFA or something like that. You can put Mount left, right, CDM, number 8, and everything will work. But it's
because that's the way he plays football.
No, bro.
That's the way.
You do not listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying Tuchel got system, right? And he put anybody in do we expect the same result? Like Mount right wing, left wing, tshow wing back, Pulisic wing back. What if he won a wing back? Why didn't he ask for? Why he asked for Guardiola 90 millions?
I'm gonna be honest with
next
you,
summer?
bro. Well, just wait a second. I'm gonna be honest with you. The old of the signing is Todd Bowley signing. He's building a team for the future. He is building the team for the future.
No, you lie.
No, it has nothing to do with Tuchel. Tuchel doesn't sign here.
Well, it does. It does.
Listen, I'll tell you example. Tuchel met Coffee.
Asks.
I'm not gonna lie. If you watch the press conference, Tuchel Mecca came, and the Casadri guy from, I think, Italian captain, under 19
Casade, first of all. Second of all, he asked
in press
for these players.
I'm gonna judge them. I don't know how they are. He said in the press conference.
Look, why people keep assuming that? Why do you assume? Why do you assume that Tuchel asked for the youngsters? Why do you think that there is other coaches there? There's the youth coach. The youth coach is also asking for the players.
Yes,
do you
academic
understand
director.
that?
It's actually the academic director.
He asked for the second team.
Actually, academic director. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
That's talent that they're picking up. Wasn't for the first team.
What I'm saying is if we get the player, young player, that necessarily means that Tuchel wants him. That means that the club asked for them too. That's the thing. Another thing is we don't care about the Guardiola if he comes to Chelsea. My problem with this, if we freaking struggle in the midfield, fix the problem.
Bro, shut up. You are just annoying. Listen,
Alex, I agree with everything you said on the midfield, but my thing is, my worry, right, and I agree we need a midfielder, is
everything,
that I think we no one went out.
Everything is midfield.
No one's.
Everything is midfield.
Hold on, no one in the midfield has left.
Midfield wins the games. Midfield defends the games. Midfield helps. Midfield helps. Midfield helps. I want Neves.
Rice.
I want Neves.
Has Neves won Premier League with Wolverhampton? Has Neves won a Premier League with Wolverhampton? It's a fucking team.
Is Jorginho won Premier League?
So what?
So what?
This guy.
So what? So you're saying replace Jorginho with Neves? Both haven't won a Premier League. What are you on about?
With who?
Jorginho with who? A lot of players in our team haven't won a Premier League.
Majority.
Jorginho has won something.
Hey, Werner hasn't won a Premier League. That puts him on the same level.
Is that Khalib?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, bro.
If you want someone, say Rodri. Rodri, I want Rodri. Can we afford him? Yes, we can. 70 million on Fofana.
Wait, Klasref, wait. Khalib, what were you saying, bro?
I just want to ask the whole panel. Do you think if we do not finish top 4, Tuchel really will, they will sack them?
No,
I don't think he won't.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think there's a longer. I don't want to say the word.
It has to be.
But there's a longer plan in place.
I don't think so, but there was reports that the owners, their target is top 4. There was reports earlier in the season.
Yeah, of course, target is top 4, but
there is not a target.
The owner doesn't have a
One
director
at a time.
of football, and he has spent 500 million. He's a joker. He's a joker. He doesn't have a director of football.
If you want to look at the pressure, I said the consequences gonna decide the Tuchel's fate. The consequences. For example, those are the consequences that can actually axe him. It depends. If you look, it's not about that. You know how media works, right? In England. Do you think Bowley is going to be pressured under the media? He can.
Todd Bowley, listen, he's not giving good vibes to me. He's a glazer.
I don't think he's going to be
everything is running out there.
I don't think he's going to be fired.
I'm telling you right now, Koulibaly is not Rudiger replacement.
My point is, if he spends 300 million on this window, Do you
He's just
like
making his
you see what I'm
image
saying?
good.
And if God forbid we don't get the top 4, what do you think the questions be? As an employee, for example, and I have an employee, and I spend so much money on him, he gonna tell me that this is how football works? Let's say Bolly does not understand, which I don't think it is, because he's a billionaire. He can actually find people to actually tell him what it is. And I don't think that we don't have. Marina left, Avarga left, but there is still people in that team that actually can advise him. My point is 300 million on defense. Are you kidding me?
No.
Why?
Yeah, because-
Why? Please, somebody explain me. Somebody explain me.
Yeah, I'm explaining if you let
There's
him
an
speak.
90 million. 90 million for Guardiola. Why?
Yeah, I will explain, because there's so many
Oh
clubs
my
in for
God.
Guardiola, right? And you can see the targets we were going for. We're trying to get younger talent. He's one of the greatest talents, seeked after talent. If we go for him now and loan him back, because Leipzig aren't selling to anyone, they rejected Man City, right? But next season,
90 million euro for target for potential.
Let me finish, Alex, and I'll
Stop
answer you,
talking.
and I'll answer it, right? What I'm getting at is that
Can you respect
the reason we're
somebody
going
else?
for
Like, we
in
wanna
this
talk
window.
to you. We want
Hold
to
on.
talk
In
to you,
this
like,
window,
if you're gonna be talking to
Classic,
each
shut
other,
up.
there are other people who
We're
want to.
in
No,
this-
you're just
Shut up,
talking,
man. Let him
I,
talk.
I'm finishing a point, Class. You can go
God.
after. In this
being
window,
ignorant.
right? We with the new FFP and the new owner and the debt free, we can spend a lot. I heard we can spend like 370 million. They want to spend that treasure chest. We're not getting the player we wanted. They went for Guardiola, who's for next season. We give the money now. We'll get less competition, because next season, if Guardiola improves and plays, he's going to be worth more, and he's going to have so many options. That's one of the logics behind it. I understand going for a midfielder and spending that money.
Hold on a second. Explain me the logic. If we sell him, how much the last time somebody paid for defender?
Todd Bowley. I don't believe Todd Bowley
Ain't
is
nobody
buying
gonna
Todd
pay
I'm
Bowley.
saying
90 million.
the reason his value's out there is because he's the one of the most sought after defenders.
No,
right?
no,
You
no.
know
And
what?
he's
They
gonna-
can have that. I don't care if
Okay.
Real Madrid pays
I'm
90
not-
million,
Alex.
because nobody pays 150 for a defender.
We are. Everyone is. And you know what? There's going to be clubs that are going to play that next season, probably even more, right? That's how good the guy's playing. But it's inflated, and I agree. And I agree that money could be spent on a midfielder. It looks like we're not getting the targets that we want, and we're giving up. And what I'm worried about is that we've given up, and we're just worrying about the next season and paying for the next. Spend the money now for the next season. Because we didn't get our targets.
I tell you what, Guardiola will not.
No, I
affect
said I'm
top four.
worried about
I'm
that they've
talking-
given up, that we
Guardiola
haven't
does
got our
not gonna
targets yet.
affect. Declared. Guardiola does not gonna affect my team's position next season. You know
Alex,
who will?
I agree with you. I was giving my understanding of the situation and something that I'm
don't
concerned
need your
about.
understanding. Your specific, I don't need it. I'm trying to get Tuchel's understanding.
It's not. I don't think it's a Tuchel trade.
I mean, Tuchel won him for 2 years.
Wait. If Todd Bowley respected
Man City
Tuchel,
wanted him too.
Tuchel would literally have German players and his players in the team. Listen,
He's
I'm
not
a manager,
German.
right? Pep is a Listen, Pep is a manager,
he
right?
is not
Believe
German.
Pep is a manager.
He's Croatian.
Pep board of director respects him. He gets the player from Spanish La Liga and from German La Liga, because in the board you
German
need
La
players
Liga.
that supports
German
you, that
La
leads the
Liga.
dressing room. Right now, Tuchel had Werner and Kai Havertz and Rudiger, right? Rudiger, Werner left. Now he's signing French players, English players. Tuchel doesn't. He doesn't feel the same with them. He needs those players that come from same background as
Tuchel
him.
wanted
so
every
he can
single one of those
dominate
players.
the dressing room.
Yeah.
Alex,
These are
bro,
not
can I
Tuchel
ask you
signing.
something?
These are not
Yeah.
Tuchel signing.
They
Trust
are
me.
Tuchel
Fofana
signing.
is not
They
Tuchel
are-
signing.
You can
They
ask.
are
Can you
Tuchel
say
signing.
The
what's
German
the
that was
last
left.
They're Tuchel signing.
talent
These are
that we bought
Twitter journalist signings.
was
No,
playing
they
good?
are
Work
Tuchel
out.
signing.
Listen, these are Twitter
I don't
journalist
remember.
signing. Todd Bowley has a great
Then
relationship
why
nowadays
everybody
with
Hazard,
Twitter
says
Hazard.
he's
journalists.
Guardiola guy?
These are Twitter journalists
Hazard,
signing.
exactly.
These are
In
he's
2011.
doing a
Talent we
Glazer. The
If
goal,
that's the case,
Todd
why
Bowley is
haven't we
doing a
signed Ronaldo?
Glazer.
God.
Why haven't we signed Ronaldo? if
That's the
case?
last time. Yeah.
If that's
Hazard.
the
Because
case, why
Tuchel
haven't we
don't
signed
want
Ronaldo?
Bro, you guys are so stuck up. You guys are so childish. You're just talking about Jorginho middle is a problem. Werner or Kai Havertz who's better. Like the Chelsea have moved forward. Now we have different problems.
Kasrev, just answer some
Yeah,
questions.
one of them is you.
Hang on, Kasrev, just answer some questions. If they're not Tuchel signings, then why haven't we signed Ronaldo?
Because it's not a Tuchel signing.
What?
Tuchel doesn't want Ronaldo, and listen, Todd Boehly can't afford Ronaldo, or Ronaldo doesn't want to come to Chelsea. He wants to go to Sporting Lisbon, maybe. He is a 38-year-old guy. Like Andrew, really? Andrew, you're gonna put that sort of question on me? You fucking fat
Oh my god.
You think I'm a child?
Yes, you are a child.
Hang on. Kasrev.
Are you serious?
Kasrev, shut up.
That sounds like a rap.
Shut up and take euros from your home
Bro,
planet. All right.
How dare you put that sort of question on me? You think I'm
I was gonna do it.
Blaming on me?
30 seconds before I asked you the question, you said these are not.
How dare you? How fucking dare you, bro? Like, what?
Oh my god. Class of turning to the judge. He's judging everybody.
Kasrev, you just blew your own point
What
up in
is
30 seconds.
He's asking me if Ronaldo didn't sign for it, who's to be blamed? Ronaldo is fucking 38-year-old fucking media project.
I never said that.
That wants to go back to Sporting
Kasrev, you're not
Lisbon.
listening. Kasrev, that's your problem. Because you're getting signals from your home planet at the same time while you're on a stream. That's why you
Hi,
don't
Lewis.
listen.
How you doing?
You literally said.
Why did you ask
Dude, you did not answer my question, bro.
Just go over while I'm talking, guys. Yeah. You
Oh,
literally
sorry.
said, Kasrev, 30 seconds before I asked you, these are not Tuchel signings. I then asked you, why are we not signing Ronaldo? You said it's not a Tuchel signing.
Was that a trick question? Was it?
No.
Was it a million question? Was it a trick question?
It's a question.
There was a straight question.
Hang on, guys.
You broke his heart, Andrew.
Hang on, guys.
You're his biggest fan. How can you ask a question like that?
Guys. It was a question, Kasrev, because you're stupid. And I knew you would answer
I'm
that
trying
the
to
same way.
help you guys.
No, you're not trying to help.
You
need help.
mediocre Zahas.
You need help. That's the difference. You need help.
I want to answer Artyom's question.
Listen, I have standards. I used to say Mount and Havertz are not good because we were comparing Werner with them. I have standards. You think Havertz and Mason Mount are lesser than Raheem Sterling? You're a joke. And you thought I'm going to come here and going to be saying, oh, Raheem Sterling is everything and Havertz and Mount to be blamed. No.
Cluster.
5 goals and
Do
no
you think
5
Werner
goals.
is better than
Right,
Mount?
so with that in mind, I'm gonna read a couple of the super chats while we try and get some sanity back into the stream. CFCB14 says love Raz but missed 6 to 7 sitters from Mason Mount and Kai Havertz assist. I don't think it was 6 to 7. There has been a couple sitters that he's missed, but compared to Mount and Kai, he's doing his job, so we can't really criticize the same energy.
He's doing his job, but
one
he's
sec,
not
Lazarus.
suitable.
One sec, bro.
Who's Raz?
One sec, guys. Sterling. Raz is Sterling. Mo Welly says Tuchel has not been good, let's face it. His 3rd season or so, and yet he doesn't seem to know his first 11. He can't keep riding on that UCL anymore. Fair enough. So, guys, this may sound crazy, but Mourinho, 3rd time chance.
Oh, no.
I mean, there's a new regime, so that could actually be a possibility, but not anytime in the near future. Tuchel does have to figure out the question. Last super chat before we go. Blue State says, I'm sorry, but please mute this idiot talking about Sterling. How dare him blame Sterling for the other strikers?
Yeah, fuck
His
off.
first 2
I'm
goals
not
came
scared
from
of you, bro. I'm not scared like Declared. I'm not scared like Declared. Declared doesn't have balls to go against Sterling, bro. Andrew, I've got a question for you, bro.
Yeah.
If you have a family,
Can you give me some balls,
if you have children, right? Who are they going to look like? They're going to look like you, right? You and the woman you're sleeping with, right?
Hopefully.
If you have children.
Well, not me because I got no
your
balls.
army. That's going to be your football team, right? Tuchel, you see all of these 6 signings. Does anyone look like Tuchel?
Nobody slept with Tuchel.
Oh god, this guy.
Tuchel do not sleep with
He's
Mount.
single though. He does have a point. Tuchel is single
he's
now.
not
He's-
single.
I
He's
don't
getting
know, bro.
wingers.
I'll let the chat.
Bro,
I'll let the chat
Fofana is a French. Fofana is a French. He is not Tuchel signing.
Cluster, you sick.
So
You sick.
you're just being
Gvardiol, we're not going to sign Gvardiol
So
because
Tuchel only
Todd Boehly
signs
just
Germans. Is that
wanted
it?
that
You only like
listen,
Germans.
Todd Boehly is fooling us. Todd Boehly is telling us that
Hey,
we are.
what about Gordon?
Everybody
Maybe Gordon looks a little bit like Tuchel.
So
Maybe
anybody
it's that
who's not
nose.
German is an op. Is that what you're trying to tell me, Klaus?
Bro, if you're a football, listen, I'll tell you, you go to in football coaching, you will try to have in dressing room all of the players that
I am
suits you,
coaching.
that backs
Klaus
you, that
Ref.
speaks your
Klaus Ref,
language.
answer the question. Answer the question.
Listen,
Klaus Ref, do you
Tuchel
only
was
want German
successful
players?
when Rudiger,
God.
Werner, Kai Havertz were there, but right now Kai Havertz is a fucking sissy, bro. That Kai Havertz is a sissy. He doesn't have Germany.
I mean, the guys, like he moves
Kai Havertz
from
cannot
one
help
to another.
Tuchel because he's a sissy.
Can you keep
if
it
Tuchel had
steady?
Werner,
Like,
Hoffmann,
keep it steady.
and
It's like a
Werner,
Robin Williams
Rudiger,
stand-up
then
show.
he would do something with the dressing room.
Class ref.
I want to address Artyom's question. He asked, like, he didn't ask the question. He said,
Tuchel thought,
that looks like
I'm
the
gonna
Russian
get
kid
rid
is
of
not
Werner.
coming.
Werner will
I have a
leave,
solution
but
how
then I've
we
got
can do
Kai
it.
Havertz.
I have a couple
Bro,
of cousins
Kai
in
Havertz is a
Russia
sissy.
who can accept the money, and they will pay Dynamo, and we can do it that way.
What was
I'll
that?
just take.
Did more come out of that situation, Alex?
Yeah.
The fact that he needed some
kid-
passport changes.
We had a
No.
ball.
He doesn't need no
we had
passport
a
change.
ball
I
when
just have
Werner,
some.
Havertz,
I
and
have some
Mount used to
friends
play.
back
It
home
was a
that
competition.
will charge
It was
small
fun.
fee up to 5 to
It was
10%
fun.
for
It was
transfer.
competition. Our
They
attack
can
was
give us
really
the money.
nice.
We'll pay Sparta. We'll pay Dynamo.
That's less than an agent fee, 8%.
Yeah.
Class ref, shut up,
It's a
bro.
good deal.
Let him
I
talk.
will take.
Bro,
I
sign
will
Martinez,
actually.
bro.
I can make this happen for Chelsea, man. I can make it
People
happen.
are saying because Werner left, that's why I'm like this. Listen, Werner left because listen.
Can you
listen, Werner,
can you
I'll
put
tell you why Werner
can you
left.
put pause
Because-
light year?
No.
Because Germany manager
We're gonna
wanted him
leave
as
that.
a striker.
We're leaving that. We're leaving that.
Germany manager wanted
Where's
him
his
as a
comment?
striker.
Oh, what a
basically.
comment!
Simple.
What comment?
Like he wanted to play as a striker
Cause
because
like, yeah,
Flick said
I'm just
we have a
leaving
lot
that.
of hands and winger. We have Sane Gnabry, we have got Kai Havertz, we have
actually
got
sounds
Savić,
like
we've
him
got
too.
all of them. So I need you to practice your striking thing. And
Oh
Tuchel
my
couldn't provide it.
God.
Tuchel was saying I'm going to be
That's ref,
making you
shut
more of a
up.
provider. They left on a good note, by the way.
Wow.
Werner left in a
Okay,
good note, by
it's
the
very
way.
Class ref,
understandable.
do you
Passive
have a
has
mustache, bro?
a short one. A really short mustache.
Germany doesn't have a striker, so Werner has to be a striker. And Tuchel said,
On
I
the
cannot
bench.
offer you
I'll
a
be
striker
honest, I
because
don't think this guy should be
my
allowed back
system
on the
doesn't
teams
allow
again.
him to be a striker.
Hold
Did you
on,
kick
hold
my
on.
man out, Lewis?
No, I didn't kick him out. He left.
No. I don't think Klaus should be allowed back. This guy said he doesn't accept any player that isn't German. That's ridiculous, and you have to go.
I'm not saying if
That's
our
exactly
coach
what
is
he said.
Pochettino, I'm gonna call
That's
Pochettino
exactly what he
a
said.
type of player.
What? I didn't even fucking what? What?
That's why I was criticizing Sterling. He was
Hang on,
like,
that's
no.
the one that-
Hold
that's the one that you
on.
go, what?
Lewis. He literally says, "What's Fofana? Fofana is not a Tuchel signing because he's French." I swear to God, that's literally what he said.
Yeah.
I'm done with
Yeah, I
it.
did
Why
say
does it
that.
always have to be one?
It's racist.
I'm telling you, man.
There's always one.
This is what he
Fofana
does.
is not Tuchel signing because he's French. You have got to go, my bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
Class
shut up.
ref.
Listen.
Class
Listen,
ref. Yeah. No,
listen.
wait. So,
I tell
so
you what, Russian
you
people
said
have
that-
a nightmares if he was making those statements in German.
How can a French guy suit Tuchel's system who hasn't?
Facts.
How many French were at PSG? How many French were at PSG? I just want to know.
Bro, that was different. Tuchel was not handling there. Tuchel was just a statue over there. But this was the main job for Tuchel right now, right? For me, Fofana, listen, I'm telling you, Kotchap,
No,
you know Kotchap?
no, sorry, I can't do xenophobia on the stream. Sorry, my guy, I'm gonna have to drop you out. Klasref, big up yourself though, and everything like that. Safe.
But calling me a fat seed.
Yeah.
No, don't get it.
How could you, Andrew? How could you? My biggest fan. How could you? How could you trick me like that? That was a betrayal.
Lewis.
Happened on stream, live.
Lewis, you know what
Lewis,
classic
bro.
is, right? You know what classic is, right? When you understand, you think when you miss something, and then you get it back, you think you build it
That's
up.
what.
You
Never.
build it up. Yeah, you build it up to something. It's like.
Yeah, but you know how like you've been in the desert and you drink too much water, it's no good for you. It was very much like that. It was just
I
too
don't
much
know what
clash.
planet he's on, and he won't reveal himself on camera. Sorry, he never does.
I blame Cicada for that.
Anyway, I can't do xenophobia and all that. So
That's a clip of class left in YouTube.
this stream has probably been the maddest one yet, and we still
what
got
is
a
it,
whole
Bully?
season left to go.
Nah,
No way,
it's
no
not the
way,
maddest thing
no
he
way.
said.
It's
It's
the
not the
maddest. No
maddest
way.
thing. He said that he will blow Timo Werner. So that's not the maddest thing he ever said.
No, he said Tuchel and Mount have a child that look like Tuchel.
He doesn't like any of his players.
Oh my gosh! What the fuck? That was just too. I need a spliff.
Look, do you understand? I hope people understand. I'm not yet Tuchel out, but I have my reservation because I'm starting to ask the question. I know
Moyo,
plan.
Mike.
I want the long
Alex,
plans.
what's the options?
That's another good question. Exactly. No,
What
no,
about
Mike,
Enrique?
No,
I love Enrique.
That's my thing. But he's
Yeah,
not going
good
to be
songs,
available
that guy.
because it's the World Cup.
I mean, after World Cup, he will be available.
Will he? Will he? I don't. Is he going to leave?
Yeah, I think Pep
I think
Guardiola
if
wants
Pep-
the job.
Yeah. I think if Pep don't want to sign new contract, he will probably go coach Spain. And,
Yeah.
Enrique
But
will
my thing is
become
that-
available.
My thing is that we're buying players to suit Tuchel, so now we're gonna have to do another. Like,
Actually, the way Tuchel building it, I don't think other coaches gonna have a problem. It's not like
I think
Jorginho.
Yeah.
Like you see what I'm saying? Koulibaly is a good defender.
Yeah, these aren't limited players.
There is not a limited players.
But if he buys too many defenders though, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
next coach want to play 4 at the back, that's going to be a problem. Though.
Well, technically, you do need the 5-6 defenders in your team. You always do because that's most injured position in the midfield. In the team, midfield and defense are most injured positions unless you have specific players. Is how you say it? Injury prone, like Pulisic, for example, and he's forward. I'm saying,
guys,
here's my
do
thing
you
though. Here's my
think
thing
on
about
the-
Tuchel though. If like there's rumors that he want to extend Jorginho's contract, I think he should start rebuilding this midfield, and I think Jorginho this should be his last season. Whether you like him or not, I think this.
what
should be
will
his last.
happen if he will offer new contract? Then what?
It means we are not building our midfield again. He's
That
just
might
gonna keep
happen.
them.
No, bro.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
think
that's when I
Jorginho is a
wake up with nightmares, with cold, how you say it? Cold
Here's
sweat
the
nightmares.
thing. Right now, Jorginho doesn't deserve a new contract. I completely agree with you on that.
Yeah, bro. But
Regardless of
what
whether
if he
Jorginho stays, regardless of whether he resigns or he gets sold, a DM has to come in spite of it.
Yeah,
Lewis?
So like that, I think is a fair base word. Whether he resigns or not depends on form, but like it ain't looking good right now.
Can I just say the
completely agree with you on
contract that has been talked about is extending Tuchel, and I might want to put that on hold.
I'd put that on hold too. You don't
That's a
deserve
hard no for
contract
me
the way
too.
we've been playing.
It's a
We
hard
were
When his
past
contract
all of
ends.
2022.
I don't
At
know.
the
He
end
only
of
got
this,
an
at the end of
extension
the
after
season.
UCL, didn't he? Got extension after
You're talking
And
about
this
Jorginho
season.
or Mendy?
Tuchel.
TT.
No, Tuchel.
Tuchel.
Oh
Tuchel.
yeah, Tuchel's contract is
At the end of the season.
Yeah.
No, it's not the end of this.
I
season.
think
Current
we're not.
one.
No,
current
no,
one.
no.
Yeah,
Wait,
he signed a
should
3-year contract.
Oh, 3 or
Yeah,
2?
That's what I mean.
2 + 1, and that's the one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause you got
I
an
think
extension,
if
you got-
Jorginho
you've got
extends,
18
it's
months.
not a
Half
bad
the
thing.
season, remember?
At least
18 months,
maybe he will
and then
become
it's
from the
extended.
bench.
Other players have to come in. Like, here's the thing. I do agree, like, bringing Jorginho on last 10, 15 minutes to kill off a game and hold possession isn't really a bad
Yeah.
shout.
That's
But
a
we
different
need a
conversation.
DM with him.
Yeah.
A
Thank
DM
you.
has to come in spite of Jorginho staying.
with or without him, yeah. Yeah.
Look, I
But him
was
resigning, it's not the end of the world as
Yeah.
long as someone
for
else is coming
me.
in.
For me, that will show the thing. If we don't sign the midfielder before he get the contract extension,
it means we're on a billion.
I don't know if it's happening before though, because we got a day left. As soon as
No,
it
yeah,
happens,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
either
I
he's
think
gonna
it's
sign
happening
or
next
he's
summer.
leaving.
Next summer.
Have you guys got any CDMs you would like in mind?
Neves.
I don't think is Neves really like a CDM.
He's a six.
Yes,
He's not a
real
sitter
CDM.
six.
He's a
He's
six.
not
No,
a
when I say
sitter,
CDM, I mean sitter, clubman CDM.
He's
We
more
don't need him to be a
deep
sitter.
playmaking.
The thing is,
He's
though,
a
you
CDM.
have to. The thing is, you
Neves
have
a
to,
CDM.
But the thing is, everyone
Wolverhampton
keeps forgetting, you have to adjust.
was playing
You have to
2-6.
adjust. You have to adjust what you want to what this manager wants. He doesn't want a CDM you're thinking about. He
Yeah.
doesn't want. Look, I want it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
think they're still. He doesn't want that. And tough tackling like that. He wants another six. That's why we're so.
I think
into
Sandro
Dion.
Tonali would be great for the way we play. He's tenacious.
I
he gets
agree,
up
but
and
I
No,
don't
bro.
think-
He
can I ask
doesn't
this?
want this
I
type
don't
of
think he
six
wants that type of player.
if
I
we
don't think he
play
wants
three
that
at
type
the
of player.
back.
Yeah, he doesn't want that
I
type of
think
player.
even in a three, he'd be brilliant. But
I think
By
it
the way,
works,
Lewis, you
but
can
he doesn't
you
want
can shove Jorginho ball retention up your ass. It's not happening, man. That ball retention
You don't
is
even
gone.
back him on the
It's
last
never
50
been there.
minutes sort of thing.
Hey, Lewis,
No,
tell
I
him
was
about
waiting.
your
I was
channel, man.
patiently waiting for Andrew to finish, so I can tell you that.
Lewis,
Alex,
tell him about your channel.
Wolverhampton
You're
plays
saying that he
2-6.
has a ball retention? Please tell me when he had the ball retention last time.
Off the bench, I think it works. Off the bench, as a starter,
That's
like
the thing.
I've already,
That's the
I've
thing.
given
That's
up.
the thing.
I've
I
given
was
up.
on your point because people made the for some reason I got turned away. Like people made me turn away my eye on him and thinking that he will be good even just to kill off the game. That's actually not what's
something
needs to be done.
Let me say
Why
this.
will
Though.
bypass
Something
him?
You don't
something
think
I've
that role
noticed.
would work for him? Like
No.
that's the only way I could see like him re-signing a DM coming in, and I'd be okay with it.
No, you will actually need
What about the
somebody
wage?
physical if you. Hey,
Wage is only on one. He's only on
Oh,
one.
Yeah, he's on a low wage.
As long as it don't go
110,
up,
I think it was.
It won't go
Yeah,
to 200
Off the
200
bench.
if we sign him. It go to like 150.
by the way, I don't think
That's
he's gonna
100 is
sign a
fine.
Pretty
contract.
average in our team.
Yeah,
He
I
probably-
agree.
he probably
I
won't
don't
sign
think
anyway.
he's gonna sign and come
Yeah.
off the bench. He's one of.
I don't think he's gonna sign for one
Italy.
reason. He would like to be going to Italy, and the only chance he can sustain that weekly wages if he goes for free. Otherwise, he will never get that money.
Here's
You
another
want him on a
problem.
proper deal as well.
What if
He has to
he'll-
go by any means necessary. He has to leave. There's no place for him at Chelsea.
Here's another problem.
Guys, what about Kante?
Here's another
What if he
problem.
leaves for free? What we gonna do?
Here's my thing.
might happen, man.
Hold on. Let me
He's-
just say
he's
this.
on massive
hold
wages,
on.
so-
I'm in favor of both of them leaving, because it forces your hand in to get. So you have to get a midfielder. But the thing, and this has been a thing with Chelsea for years, we want to suck the life out of every player we have, even at the detriment to our performance. Just if it means
It's our
that we can
DNA,
save
bro.
money. Like, so if we let Kante and Jorginho leave, it forces our hand to get a midfielder.
Here's
We
another
should've got
problem.
too many last
That's
season.
not well. I need to fix it this window. I can't go with that thing. I
Well,
can't.
one day.
Sorry.
No,
I can't.
bro.
I-
This window we're not gonna get.
I
any
agree.
midfielder.
No, if he
We're not
gets
gonna get
Listen,
any midfielder.
secretly,
I
I wish
agree
he
with-
would have got hurt last game. So we'll literally, because there's no fucking choice, he has to go in the market.
Does anyone understand how important getting this midfielder is? We are now going into 2 games a week.
This season,
3 something.
I agree with you. What I'm really worried about is that because the players we got, we were replacing the players that left, and because Tuchel made that list, right, and that list shows that we're stacked, 6 players for 2 positions, right, and I think that's the reason why maybe we haven't even gone for player. I
Not
want a
even
midfielder in,
attack.
just make that stat.
Well, the
Not even-
problem is...
But it looks like we're going for attackers, even on last day, that it might be an attacker that comes
what
in.
attacker?
You know what?
Aubameyang is not a long-term attacker.
Thank you.
I know,
In the next
but
24
Ziyech might
hours-
go and someone might come in.
In the next 24 hours, we're going to get linked. to
Ziyech
every
will stay.
single
You're gonna
attacker
see.
that's out
He's
there.
gonna stay. He
We're
will
gonna
stay.
get linked to
Link to
every
Rafael Leao for
Chelsea's
next
name, Chelsea's name is going to be the most, I think, talked
Yes,
about
it
tomorrow.
is. It is.
Yeah, but I'm
My-
happy for 2 players. I'm still hopeful. 2
My-
players in, 2 players out.
I think our name will be
Gallagher.
most talked about in the end of the season when we're not gonna make top 4.
Midfield will not be one of them.
The thing that annoys me the most is, because I said earlier in the stream, that a CDM fixes all of our midfield divisions. Just one CDM. Because then we're not having to
No,
fucking...
bro. No, bro.
Hold on. Let me just
No,
say.
bro.
Because we're not having to shuffle across midfielders to play in these... We're not trying to shove Gallagher into the 6, Loftus-Cheek into the 6, and all these other players who don't fit the 6. We're not... You won't... Actually, I mean, I'm a bit speculating on this, but you probably won't see Kovacic getting as injured as he is if he's playing a 6. So, like, I don't know, man.
What about
I can
number 10?
actually prove... I can actually
We
prove
don't play
it
with
that...
10.
I can actually prove
We
it.
play
with-
10 if we shift to 4 at the back.
No. Still no.
Yeah. Let's
Yes.
not do that. Let's look. We can't. By the way, let me explain why I think 6 can fix even forward lines, even backward lines. Proper 6 can actually will improve us a lot more than just buying forwards. You see what I'm saying? Because as I was trying to tell you from the beginning, creative players up front, no matter what they do lose the possession. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. They lose the possession because they are creative. They risk takers. It's what comes after that. And if people keep telling me we're not gonna score goals, you know what? We're not gonna score goals for one specific reason. Because we're gonna concede it. It doesn't matter about how many goals you score. It's more about you conceding.
But Alex,
Can I say one thing?
Hang on, let me
please?
I was just going to say this. I'll say it again because people have to get this into their mind. Alex and I agree, I've said for a long time, the CDM, we want a CDM because we like that type of player and thinks it works. Okay, I know Euroscope wants that type of CDM, probably most Chelsea fans do. However, we are not the man in the hot seat. If you look at Tuchel, he's never really played with that type of CDM. Even at PSG, he played Verratti at the base. I know Marquinhos sort of came in, but he's a centre-back. He's not like that CDM. I don't think he's going to go for that. And that's why the club is not going for
It's going to be his downfall. It's going to be his downfall.
That's the problem, isn't it? That's his problem. That is
like, here's my thing. I just want to say there are two things that I believe that's going to be Tuchel's downfall. Is the persistence to use the midfield like they're sacks of meat, and the reluctance to work with the attackers he's got, and to the reluctance to work with the attackers he's got. Like, those are going and not to actually work on offensive like, what was it that I said? Like, just offensive attacking patterns. Those are the two things that are going to be his downfall. If he doesn't do those two things, I believe he should go.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, Alex. I just want to say, do you think if we shift to back 4, we're still gonna play false 9?
What does that have to do with anything?
Depends
you can
if
play a false
Russia
9 in
plays
both formations.
No,
because
I'm making
the way
the point.
he looks at it, the way
if we're not playing the false 9, we need number 10 because false 9 is
that's what
more close to number 10.
Number 10.
He drops deep for playmaking. That's what Firmino does. That was supposed to Havertz does, but he's not doing it. That's why I'm saying if we back to back 4, we need number 10, not only sitting 6.
Let me make this point.
Khalid, now that we got Fofana and spent all that money, do you think he's going to change the back?
No, not this transfer, bro. Not this season.
In the future,
If Tuchel stays, next season he will try to bring number 10. I don't know, maybe it's Wirtz from Leverkusen. He's very good. He's young. He's German.
Fuck
shout
that
out to
shit.
Let me make this point. I gotta go. Let me make this point. What I want to say is, like, I don't know why we have like only one pace. Like, when we are drawing, or when we are ahead, or when we are behind. Like yesterday, the second half, we needed a goal and we did not raise the tempo. We played the same level, the same pace as
the substitutions was wrong, bro.
No, that's actually a big problem.
Yeah,
that's actually a big problem. When we go behind, we struggle to come back. We've only done it like 3 times in Tuchel's reign.
In 18 months, yep. 3 times.
In the second half.
That little times.
Yep.
Yes.
3 times.
Lewis.
It's Villa.
That would be less.
It's Villa, Leeds,
bro.
and another
Villa,
team,
Leeds, and Man City.
Man City, yeah, that's it. 3 years.
And even Man City was just because fucking Aguero bummed up that penalty.
Yeah,
And you know what?
Leeds, we needed 2 penalties. Leeds, we needed 2 penalties too.
You
If
know
we go
what,
down, we usually do not have a plan B.
Yep, we play the same pace
against Southampton. Do we have Plan B? What was the Plan B? Cross to Broya, and that's it.
That's
It's
my
like we
point.
didn't know what to do.
I tweeted saying the actual Jorginho, when we go on a goal down, Jorginho is the worst player on the field to have.
Yeah, we don't need him.
Yeah,
because he's so slow. He's
in the
so
build-up, getting subbed, but yeah, for that same reason.
Yeah, the reason why he's not subbed is because we don't have somebody to play. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't get subbed twice, like this game and the one before.
Yeah,
for the same
he
reason
did.
you're making.
Yeah, he did, but he did. My point is, if I at the same time I can stand Jorginho, at the same time I understand how important he is, because him doing this job, we don't have nobody else to do it at this team.
He has no backup.
Yeah.
There is nobody. Kovacic cannot do it.
That's bad.
What's his name? Kante cannot do it. The only player doing it is about to leave.
Gilmore, and he's leaving.
Yeah.
Stop with this.
Gilmore is the only one that actually can do it. No, I'm lying. What the fuck is his name? Ampadu. Ampadu can do it.
Ampadu is sitting, bro. He's not like Jorginho.
I know.
Like more like
I want him not to be Jorginho.
Yeah.
That's my point. I want him not to be Jorginho.
I didn't understand.
All right, guys. Big
Do you
up.
think? But do you think Tuchel?
Take care, bro.
Take care. Do you think Tuchel wants a Jorginho top, or is Jorginho is the closest thing he typically wants? Because if Jorginho was so crucial, why wouldn't there be a backup for him?
Can I say one thing? I know the answer.
Yep, Khalid.
I know the answer. I want to talk. I have a friend who's a big Borussia Dortmund fan, and he follows Tuchel after he left the Dortmund, and he says Tuchel searching for the Weigl type player in every club he has been. He trying to make variety this Weigl type of player. He's making Jorginho do the same thing the Weigl was doing, and I don't know why he's so obsessed with this Weigl type player.
He might as well get him.
Does anyone remember when he just started coaching? The reports were like he's looking for Weigl type player. He wanna bring Weigl in the Chelsea
I don't know
team.
what the fuck of
I'm gonna
Weigl
shoot
is.
off, fellas. I'll speak to that.
Take care, bro.
There was a player in Borussia Dortmund. He was building the team around. Yeah.
Julian Weigl. I mean, he's available now, so I don't get why you just
the injuries kill him, bro. I know he was a very, very big talent. My friend he's a
Navas isn't that far off.
He's a fan of Borussia.
Type.
Neves, yeah, but I don't know, bro.
Look,
imagine if we bring Neves and De Jong. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't?
Hey, I'm worried.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean,
that will make a lot of sense.
Deep six playmaking deep six.
No, well,
like,
you see, this is the difference. You think De Jong is deep six? I don't think he is.
Me too.
De Jong is not.
Back? Yeah, it's the three at the back. If we
I don't think he's more Kovacic than he's
no, bro.
What's his name?
No.
Yeah,
well,
he is.
He don't have a pace like Kovacic.
He actually does.
Kovacic really can put his head down and run through four players.
You're not watching.
That's what he's been doing at. That's what he's been doing at Barcelona.
He drops deep to get the ball, but then he always runs through the midfield like Kovacic. He just starts deeper than Kovacic.
De Jong is such a good player
it's
that if you gave him that role to sit, he can do a good job.
He played in Ajax too.
But you're not
in Ajax, Van de Beek
what's the Vogel's nationality?
German.
He's German.
I think. Yeah.
What's his first
Shout
name?
out to Klaus
Julian Weigl.
Julian.
I think if we talk about German players, someone might.
Yeah, my friend always says he trying to make one player in every team he coaches this type of player. I mean, I don't know.
He did a little bit with Marquinhos at PSG.
Yeah, I mean he trying to do this with variety.
Is he still there at Borussia?
No.
No, I think I can't remember where he went.
Benfica.
I don't know if he left Portugal somewhere.
I don't know if he left Benfica after that, but last time I saw him.
Look, in the end, my concern is that I think midfielders have to leave for us to go for them, and this might be addressed next season.
Yeah, and that's why Kante and Jorginho should both go tomorrow next season.
Well, I think maybe that's what they're waiting for.
Yeah,
I think the fact that
it's literally what Alex said. If I see Jorginho gets re-signed, I will be an outwards to Kalauta. He has got to go at that point.
No, if he resigns, if he did not sign another DM, then
there's no excuse. I don't care. Jorginho.
Jorginho might resign, but you might see Kante or someone go the other way.
The same fuck up we did with Aspi with re-signing him. If we do it again, then no, Tuchel has to go.
But wait, what I mean,
we resigned Aspi and we signed another centre back.
What I don't get is like, how do you clearly not see that fucking Kante is injury prone? How do you clearly not see that Kovacic is injury prone and not even address that or go look for it? Now you're waiting and scrapping to the last days of the windows.
Do you know what it is?
I think Harvey, they kind of also looked at money per position kind of on a non-footballing reason, and probably convinced that they can somehow convince Conor Gallagher that he can do a role there, that he's accepted. And now you got Conor Gallagher. You have like 6 players in that position. He counted.
We have a whole bunch
that he counts
of 8
as a 6.
to unleash them. Play an actual defensive-minded 6 to protect them.
It's not 6 players in this position. It's a 6 players he wanna use as a this position. It's a different thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That he counted. Like he made that list. He counted Loftus-Cheek.
That's what I'm talking when I say he playing like a FIFA or something.
You can see where his mind
counted him,
is.
so he must count him.
He
must count him in that role.
Somebody saying Arsenal is getting Julian Wiggle.
Yeah, they're interested in him.
So can we?
No, he's too old for their squad.
I don't think we're touching this at all. So can we all agree that top 4 is
he's 26? Really?
Yeah, he's 26.
No way, he's got to be.
He's 95.
Really?
Are you talking about the same player?
He's born in 95.
Oh.
I don't
We're
think
the same age with him.
Julian Weigl.
I don't know.
I just have one question.
Weigle's been around forever.
Borussia Dortmund plays 17s in the main squad.
Yeah, I mean injuries kill him. Like killed him very bad. He was on the up like Bayern in the next moves, but
in 2015, Wiggle displayed at Borussia Dortmund. That's when 26. He was. And
he's been around forever.
I think when Tuchel was the coaching,
top 4 guys.
Player of the year.
Top 4, we'll see. We'll see after deadline day, innit? But yeah, guys, I can't lie. This stream has just been
draining
a lot.
Smoke some.
I need a lie down and a spliff. Big up everyone that's locked in. I did see a lot of people talk about the transfer stuff. We will talk about all of that tomorrow's stream. Like it's deadline day. We might as well go through all of that. There's no big developments. We're not getting Gordon. Yeah, he's super frank and all of that. We'll delve into the attack, the midfield, all in tomorrow's stream. Yeah, big up everyone. Like and subscribe, and yeah, just up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Yeah.